Sports 97.5, The Fanatic. Let me unbutton another button, Sean. My shirt's almost off. John Marks, good morning, everybody listening live on the radio. Good morning. On the worldwide Fanatic app. If you don't have it, download it. Great way to listen. Watching live on YouTube. My microphone's already broken. Yeah. Let me get it back on. All right, there we go. Make sure you subscribe to 97.5 The Fanatic on YouTube. Check out our exclusive interview with Mike Ganzi that is rolling with thousands and thousands of views. It was very good. Check it out. We say good morning. So, for the listeners out there, all right, Ray Dunn is working. You know, he's a big TV star now as well. So, he's not working on the show today. And, you know, he's going to be.
Ray.
He's going to be a full-time host now, so he's a big shot with Sean Brace and Dunn. So he didn't even know who was working today, nor did he care. We say good morning to Sean Rodman. Sean came in this morning for the morning show, not looking at the schedule.
Oh, wow.
And didn't realize he was producing the program.
Ray.
Good morning, Worm.
Good morning. For the second time today, I guess, here for me, at least. Guy went home, put some stuff together for the show for you guys today at 7, and then took about a 20-minute power nap before I had to get back over here.
Yeah, he's dragging today. Guys are dragging today, Sean.
Unbelievable.
And you know what else he didn't know? Because he sent the email. He's like, guys, I'm sorry, I looked at the wrong week's schedule. I didn't know I was working today. Some of it's on the Worm.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'll take some responsibility.
I
on
still
that.
want to blame Ray.
Yeah, no, but no. Here's so he said, like, do you guys want any guests for today or whatever? And this is like, oh, so you don't know about Brad Lidge coming up on Zoom at 11 o'clock?
No idea.
Great job, Ray.
Yeah, Ray.
I mean, he booked the guest. He just, he didn't finish off the job.
Yeah.
Which some people say that knows Ray for doing that. He's known for doing that.
I texted Ray. Ray was out and about last night. He had a big, busy Quizzo evening at 1912 Club, and apparently it was a good time because he said it was flowing.
Yeah.
That's via the text, flowing. Now, according to Jalen Brown, you're not supposed to reveal the text group chat, anything that happens there. But,
No?
For show purposes.
What happens in the text group stays in the text group. See, I don't believe it.
Shout out to Amy. Great job last night at the game, one-on-one with Jalen. Look, he seems like he's a really easy guy to approach. But still, I thought she nailed all the questions. She got him to open up. He smiled.
He's
loose.
smooth.
Yeah,
he's smooth.
And you know what? Amy was, too. She involved the grandfather, 84th birthday, had some fun there.
Yeah, Amy's a pro's pro.
Yeah.
For sure.
That was great, man. I'm all Jalen Browned up. We went live last night. Sean Bernard was there. Now, Mr. Credential himself.
Oh, is he credentialed?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know if he stole somebody else's photos and then he...
For the kids out there, I'll just say this, John. Squeaky wheel always gets the grease. All right? The squeaky wheel always gets the grease. So, you might get denied here. You might get told no there. And that's where my problem exists. Because once you tell me no, like the first, I'm like, all right, I'm not bothering that person ever again. I'll leave you alone.
Yeah, he's annoying. I'm sure Sean definitely doesn't take no for an answer.
Good for him. And
Great
that's
for
what
him.
you should all do out there. Squeaky wheel gets the grease.
All right, well, good morning, Sean. Good morning to Sean Brace.
Great to be here.
What's going on? Phillies get the win last night. Good win last night.
Yeah.
Happy to watch that game.
Yes.
Was it Sanchi last night? I don't even remember anymore.
Yes.
It was Sanchi last night. Yeah, that was they got an early lead and held on, scored some late runs. Bing bang boom.
Powder Blues. The only big bang boom I got for you, though, and allow me to be the wet blanket to throw it on here, is what are we doing at third base? Who's coaching third? Do we have a traffic cone?
Yeah.
I mean, Arise getting thrown out. First of all, I'm not an MLB scout, but I know for the last week we've talked about this guy's speed and clogging up the base path. You don't have to send him there with one out in the inning.
Yeah, not a good move.
No, it was terrible. He got gunned.
Yeah.
He ran back to the dugout. I knew he was a dead duck.
Now, what do they call that? A surrender? He surrendered?
Yeah. He was like, all right, I'm out.
So if you didn't see it, he tried to run around the catcher. He never touched home, and then the catcher's like, all right, well, I'm going to tag you, so he just ran back to the dugout.
No, I don't know
So
if
that's called a surrender.
Yeah. I don't know if he blew through a signal. I don't think he did.
Or blew through the stop sign?
Yeah, nobody said that on the broadcast. Maybe
Who hit that?
That was
Stott?
Was that Alec Boehm?
Wow, I'm drawing a
Whoever it
blank.
was ended up getting a double out of
Yeah,
it
yep.
because he surrendered. Otherwise, he would have gotten a first and then a single and then on the throw home to get him out. So he
Forgive me.
surrendered.
It was just a topic of conversation or topic of my mind where it's like, wait a minute, we had two guys throwing out at home. You can't like, what do we got to be better there?
Yeah, but Arise, man, he has more to him than anybody they could have possibly acquired at the trade deadline. This dude's legit. 2 more hits last night. He just the at bats are, it's anytime he's coming up, I'm interested in what's going on because he's going to get a hit, he's going to put the ball in play, and he's going to do gyrations and other things when he's up there, which is interesting.
Yeah, he's an interesting cat right now, and more. That's another chapter to the book early here in his Phillies tenure. But that giving up and like, all right, I'm out. See ya. Running back to the dugout was great.
Yeah, Brad Lidge, as we said, is going to join us at 11 o'clock, and he's going to join us on Zoom. So curious to what Brad thinks and when Brad felt like the Phillies in 2008 were headed to the World Series. And he was on the 2009 team too. But when he felt like, hey, when they were playing their best baseball felt like they could make that run. Because right now, isn't that what we're looking for from the Phillies? We're looking for the run where it's like everything seems to be falling into place. We're getting hot at the right time. The bullpen has come together. We've developed, like Aaron Nola's pitching well. The Phillies have not played their best baseball this season. If they have, then they're obviously not good enough to win anything. But like people around baseball, because of their starting pitching, that's the tease. It's always going to be, well, with the top 3 starters they have, they can be the team that beats the Dodgers. And they're right. We know that, but it does feel like that we're talking about Joel Embiid anytime we talk about the Phillies and we talk about the starters. Yeah, we know Embiid has all this talent. Yeah, we know nobody wants to play the Sixers in the playoffs because of Embiid if he gets healthy. But as we've learned the last couple of years, that doesn't mean squat when it comes to the playoffs. Got to be able to hit, Holmes.
Yeah, and to bring it to another team, because they are the story of Major League Baseball for right now, all the way up to August 7th, the Boston Red Sox and what they're doing.
Holy crap.
But you have to ask yourself, are they peaking? Now, you got, beggars can't be choosers. They were in 10 feet under, not just 6 feet under. They were literally 15 games under 500 in the middle of June.
Yep.
To where they're at now, double digits above 500. They continue to crawl back. They won last night, 15th inning, 14th inning, whatever it was.
13th inning, they came back in every inning. They scored a run in every extra inning.
Unbelievable.
Now, it's easier to get that one run because of the runner on second, but still, it doesn't always mean it's going to happen.
Yeah, but so you're asking yourself, like, are they peaking too soon? Because you want to be playing your best baseball at the end of the season. There's no doubt about it. But I think that's where the Phillies fall too, John, because you can't, beggars can't be choosers. This is a team that started off the season in the depths of hell. Battle back, fire the manager, and, of course, turn it around. And like you said, still have not played their best baseball.
Yep, they haven't. All right, 610-632-0975, 610-632-0975. Middays with Mark, Sean Brace. Ray was hammered drunk last night, so he's probably just waking up right now. So we have Sean Rodman in.
No.
Still sleeping?
Yeah. It's 10 o'clock.
Was last night a 2 a.m. night?
I don't think so. I hope not.
Well, he doesn't have to get on to
yeah, listen to me. I hope not. Why? I'm such an old man. I am such an old man. I'm turning into a hater. I'd like, Ray, I hope not. He wasn't out till 2. No, that means great things happen if you're out till 2 a.m. at Thursday.
I hope he was out till 5 a.m.
Yes.
And he's dry heaving in the trash can during the show today on TV.
That would be great. I once dry heaved into a trash can right here. That was Saturday morning at 8 a.m. It wasn't NBC Sports.
You had to take a couple segments off. You took a segment off. You were laying on the couch in there. And I was like, dude, don't worry about it. I won't even mention it. I'll just do the show. And you're like, all right, I'm good.
Nahagian did me a solid on that one because I thought for sure I was done. He didn't even contact me.
Yeah, you were all right.
Yeah,
it was a Saturday morning.
He knew. That was a bad job. It was the only one, but that was
No, but it was a Saturday morning.
Yeah, it was a bad one. I was out. That wasn't McNabb, no. I forget who I was out with the night before, but that was a late one, and I was struggling.
All right, we'll come back with your phone calls, your text messages. Davis Honda text line 610-632-0975. Same name as the phone number. And Sean, the voice memos. just in time for me to leave the show. Yesterday we had phone calls rolling in, and we weren't necessarily hitting on we didn't have this sizzle topic. It was just people calling in being like, "Oh, I understand what you guys are doing. Let me get some phone calls in." So even though Ray's replacing me on the show, I've been demoted because this is all about Ray. Get your phone calls in. Get your voice memos in. 610-632-0975. It's Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic. Oh, yeah. Yacht Rock Friday. I got one more left. In the divorce settlement, I don't get Yacht Rock Fridays.
Say it ain't so, Joe.
That's true.
Oh, man.
I get Jeremy Fowler because Sean scared him off anyway. Sean Brace, that is.
We're trying to get Kay Adams to replace Jerry Fowler.
Yeah, you can have Kay Adams.
She was making her rounds down there in South Philadelphia.
See, I'll be accused of coming off as a chauvinist because of what I did with Diana Rossini. Chauvinist. Like, no, I can sniff him out. I don't think Kay Adams is a fraud or anything like that.
No.
I just, you know me, I have very little interest in a lot of things,
Correct.
And she's one of them.
No, I get it.
And like Sports Center, like I don't know who any of these yuckos are on Sports Center. I don't watch it anymore.
Yeah. I would say, so everybody would tell you the same thing. Good Morning Football was better when she was on it. It's not even a show anymore, as a matter of fact. But
yeah, she was very good on it. I agree.
It was a really good panel, and that was like a decent morning show. Again, that's why Get Up dominates, because there's nothing else to choose from.
Get Up's turned into a good show. The formula is don't take yourself too seriously. Keep it moving.
Yes.
Let's have some entertaining segments. Give me the news.
And Kyle Brandt, and you had Peter Schrager. That was a great panel.
I don't particularly like Greenberg. He does a great job with the show.
Yeah, he's a stud.
Yeah, he's great at it.
30 years in the business, or at ESPN.
Yeah, he's an all-timer.
But so Kay, I will just say this, because I'm not a Kay Adams guy either, but she gets the best guest.
Oh, for sure.
And her bookers are incredible. Of course, she puts the work in.
Is she independent?
She's with FanDuel.
Yeah, but who I thought whacked everybody. That's why I was asking. She's been doing it for a while. Everybody else has gotten whacked. She's the only one that's still around, so that means she's doing numbers.
Yeah, well, yeah.
No, but like she's good at it.
Yes.
To your point.
Yes, they open up. I think they open up.
She does a good job with the interviews.
But I will just say, if you are a Kay Adams watcher, I salute you because I have not watched a minute since she left Good Morning Football, which was years ago.
Right.
But she's good. She's good.
All right. Well, so she was talking to Howie Roseman. Since we're talking about it, why not bring it up?
Sure.
Now, is it just the answer that can we hear Kay, or is it just the answer?
You can hear her.
Okay, so here's Kay and Howie talking.
Where are you in the Jalen Hurts process?
Yeah, well, I think when you're around somebody for as long as you've been around, you got a pretty good feel.
Pause it real fast. I believe this is a contractual question. Is what they're talking about.
Okay. Interesting.
All right, go ahead.
Is who the player is. And at the same time, just like I'm talking about improving, he's looking to improve in all aspects. And obviously, he's been thrown a lot of different offense coordinators at him, and he hasn't blinked, And I think that's
what's
what's
pause it again.
impressive.
He's not even coming close to addressing the question. He's talking in Nick Sirianni circles.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
We talked about what it means to be an Eagle, overcome adversity. I mean, the guy continually overcomes adversity. He constantly has doubters, constantly has to reprove himself.
Pause again. Now, if he only talked about his high school football coach, this would be Nick Sirianni answering the question. Or his dad. All right, finish it.
Every year and never complains about it. He just puts his head down and goes to work. And, I think that's a great example for what we're looking for everyone in this building. And so I'm excited for him. I'm excited for him, with the players that he has around him. I'm excited for him with the leadership opportunities he's taken and run with. I'm excited for him with our new coaching staff, and that's not a reflection on anyone who's left.
Yeah.
She tried.
Yeah. It's a good question.
Yeah, I don't know what was said before that, but I'm told she was inquiring about the contractual status of Jalen Hurts.
Jalen's agent is phenomenal. How about her?
She is?
Nicole
Lynn.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, listen.
She's got Bijan Robinson.
She's got big clients, man, for sure.
And she's getting them all paid, and it's a woman in that industry, a black woman at that. Like, she's dominating,
She's
man.
She's a trailblazer.
Absolutely.
In the industry.
Yeah, like you think of the best agents or the top agents.
Drew Rosenhaus, Scott Boras.
Right? Here comes Nicole Lynn out of nowhere.
Absolutely. Rich Paul, too. Yeah, you're right. He's definitely up there as well. But, I was thinking of the old white dudes. Right. Typically.
Yes.
Who's the guy that is Andy Reid's agent, and he's the kingmaker, and he gets every NFL coach?
Bob Lamont.
Bob Lamont. Yeah, Bob Lamont. He's the kingmaker.
Who was Jerry Maguire's agent from that? That was based off of somebody.
Arliss? No, Arliss wasn't a real character.
Still, yes. But this girl, Nicole Lynn, coming in, and her tagline is back to, does anybody have a Brinks truck? And because she posted that the other day, and I go, is Jalen getting a contract? And I just thought for a second that it could be. But nope. I also, you know what? Like,
I wouldn't give him a contract.
I'm right there with you. And I obviously, I'm representing in a big way. And there's a reason why I'm representing.
Yeah, why are you wearing a Club Hurts t-shirt today?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, allow me to let you know that today is Jalen Hurts' birthday! Hit me, Rodman!
It's his birthday
hit
today?
Me. Yes! Happy 28th birthday to Super Bowl 59th MVP, Jalen Hurts!
A.J. Brown, he's in! Touchdown, Eagles!
They said I was a diva.
How about that? Happy birthday, Jalen!
How old is he?
I went through a lot
28.
of stuff in college, and it kind of stuck with me. John 13:7.
John 13:7, John Marks. What you know about John 13:7?
Eagles get it back.
Not a lot.
Some clock, or maybe it's throw the dagger. Hurts going deep for it all. Devontae Smith. He has got
Oh, and I love Brady's reaction right here. This is my favorite part.
Forget run the clock.
That's right.
Dagger.
Yes, happy birthday to the man, the myth, the legend, the greatest quarterback in franchise history, the man on top of the mountain. When you start to talk to me about the greatest Eagles of all time, move out the way, B-Doc. It's Jalen Hurts.
Hold on a second.
Boom. Let's
What
go.
do you mean move out of the way, B-Dog?
What is that? Is that controversial? Yeah, I'm sorry. Everybody's favorite is Brian Dawkins. I get it. But if you are going to tell me who the greatest Eagles of all time, you got to give it to the quarterback.
All right, bring that down, Rodman. Hang on. So let's do it this way, all right? Everybody loves a good Mount Rushmore discussion. if you're doing a Mount Rushmore, and I'm going to make sure I do modern Eagles. I don't want to disrespect Chuck Bednarik because he's one of the great players of his generation, and all the other older guys.
Pete Retzlaff.
Yeah, like I don't need Ray Diddy texting me. Oh, he doesn't text, but I don't need Ray Diddy being mad at me. All right,
Pete Host.
right. So if you're doing a Mount Rushmore, and I'll tell you the truth, it's impossible to do this because there's so many deserving players. But you know what? There's deserving presidents as well. Okay. So if you were doing a Mount Rushmore, if today Jeffrey Lurie said that, where would the Mount Rushmore be? Like, where's there a mountain somewhere around here? Where would you have the highest elevation? Where could you put it?
Can we put it in King of Prussia?
It's not a bad idea.
All right, so it's a middle.
Kind of the center of the area.
King of Prussia was getting shots, sent its way on Crossing Broad. The new guy over there, Crossing Broad.
Matt Schultz.
Yeah, there you go, Matt Schultz. He writes an article, taking shots. It's in my backyard, bro. Take it easy.
King of Prussia. They're gonna have they want to do some soccer stadium or something.
Yeah, that happened on my vacation.
I'm down with all that.
Yeah, sure. Bring it in.
As long as it doesn't disrupt my trips to Eddie V's.
There are plenty of lots that are empty. There's a big area back there.
All right, Rodman, I want you to jot it down. Think about it. All right, and it better be good. And this is for the text line, phone line, and voice memos on the Davis Honda text line. 610-632-0975. Brad Lidge is going to join us. We'll talk Phillies at 11 o'clock. Who's on the Eagles Mount Rushmore? And Sean says, so I'm assuming you're saying Jalen Hurts is on there based on how you're talking.
That is correct.
All right, so give me your 4.
All right. For me, it is Jalen Hurts. For me, number 2, I told him to move out the way, but there is no doubt in my mind that Brian Dawkins has to be on that list.
Okay, so I don't even think you have to say it's 1, 2, 3, 4.
No.
So Brian Dawkins is on the Mount Rushmore.
Yes.
Can you tell the story of the Eagles without Brian Dawkins?
I don't believe so.
I don't think you can either. So I would agree with you.
Yeah.
All right, Jalen Hurts. I don't know. All right. See, God, Reggie White should friggin' be on there.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that he left, and a lot of people remember him as a Packer, either as much or more than an Eagle. And by the way, we share a birthday, the late Reggie White.
Oh, really?
Yeah, December 19th. It pains me like nothing else in this city's history that friggin' cheapskate loser Norman Brayman more or less said, we're not paying you that money, Reggie White. Free agency? See ya. One of the best players in NFL history.
Correct.
Him or LT are the best defensive players in NFL history.
Oh, they revolutionized the game.
So and you just let him leave because you don't want to pay him. It pains me. So I'm going to put Reggie off to the side here to debate.
Okay.
Who else?
We talked, yeah.
Kelsey?
Yeah, you just said it. We talked
Kelsey?
about this. Jason Kelsey is on my Mount Rushmore. Jason Kelsey, for what he was able to do, playing and let's just put all the mummer nonsense and the yelling and the speeches to the side. Jason Kelsey was dominant. Jason Kelsey was awesome at his position. And I don't know much about offensive line play, but every time I watched out on that field, whether it was Chip Kelly with his burner offense or Doug with his offense, it didn't matter. Kelsey was dominating, pancaking people, chasing down secondary players.
He's going to make the Hall of Fame.
Yes, Jason Kelsey, absolutely.
He also had the moment in his career where the Eagles would have traded him for a 5th-round draft pick. So he had the pivot point in his career where it was like, this guy's not very good anymore. And Dan did that change. And he credits Jeff Stoutland for that and everything that he did after that. He brought the city and the team their first Super Bowl. And I don't think Jason Kelsey has to be on the Mount Rushmore.
Has to be.
You can't tell the story of the Eagles without Jason Kelsey. For all the people that want to hate on him now because he's all over the place, that have Kelsey fatigue because of now his career in the media. All right, like I kind of get that. But there's nobody that advocates for the Eagles more. There's nobody. He isn't moved to California or anything like that. He's still living in some friggin' house in Delco or wherever he lives.
Mm-hmm.
This dude is an Eagle. Kelsey absolutely belongs on the Mount Rushmore.
All right.
Who else?
All right, 4th and final spot.
I don't know how you put Jalen Hurts on the Mount Rushmore.
Oh, he's absolutely.
I don't know how you do that.
Come on, because there's room for another quarterback too, John Marks.
There's not room for another
Yes, there
quarterback.
is.
No, there's not.
His name is Donovan McNabb.
Shut up!
Number 5, we'll always love you. Come on, 6-time Pro Bowler. He led the Eagles to that Super Bowl. He had back to back to back to back NFC Championship game. Like, you just can't push that to the side. They dominated the division year after year. He was the quarterback.
So hang on. You're telling me that he lost 3 straight NFC Championship games? Is that what you're telling me?
He did.
That's what you're telling me.
But you're talking about just one of the best runners. Like, he was
a good player.
He was a great player.
He shouldn't even be under consideration for a Mount Rushmore, and it's embarrassing.
Man.
He shouldn't even be under consideration for the Eagles Mount Rushmore. I don't care if Reggie White went to the Packers and won. Give me a friggin' break, Donovan McNabb.
92, 49, and 1 in the regular season.
He was a very good player for the Eagles. And he has his number retired, and I'm not going to try. Honestly, Brandon Graham's on the Mount Rushmore before Donovan McNabb.
That's hot.
You can't tell the story of the Eagles without BG and the play made in the Super Bowl. Listen, the biggest moment in the friggin' Super Bowl, Brandon Graham gets a sack and strips Tom Brady. The biggest moment in the Super Bowl, Donovan McNabb puked on the floor. Sorry, it's true.
Allegedly.
It's not allegedly.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Please. All right, Worm, what's yours? Sean Rodman, what's yours?
I mean, I agree with you guys for the most part. Jason Kelsey definitely has to be in there. Brian Dawkins definitely has to be in there.
Mm-hmm.
A more recent one that you guys haven't mentioned yet.
Oh, who?
Because I'm thinking when you put guys on Mount Rushmore, they have to be Hall of Famers. Lane Johnson's a Hall of Famer.
Lane Johnson should be on there certainly before Donovan. Give me a break.
I mean, I would put Brandon Graham ahead of Donovan McNabb as well. But
yeah, Lane belongs on there before Brandon, just because of how good he was, and he's likely to make the Hall of Fame.
Brandon Graham over Donovan McNabb. That's just insanity to me.
Yeah. Donovan's a quarterback. That's the only reason that anybody even that's the only reason his number's retired by the franchise. It's embarrassing that they retired his number. It is. He's not jersey retirement worthy. You know why Brandon is? How many years with the Eagles? Played the most game in Eagles franchise history, a part of 2 Super Bowls, and made one of the biggest plays in franchise history.
It's hard to argue.
To your point, Donovan's a better player. Brandon's the better Eagle. Donovan McNabb.
Yeah, you got me. You got me with Brandon Graham. I mean, that entire career with the Philadelphia Eagles is something. And he has ups and downs. I was down on him big time when he got drafted.
Another pivot. He blocked everybody. That's the whole reason why he was – where is it here? It's on my board. He blocked everybody. I discovered it.
Thank you, 97.5.
Blocked by Brandon. One night I was just out, and someone was like, hey, I can't – Brandon Graham blocked me. And I'm like, really? I'm like, that's weird. And then I went to my Twitter. Brandon Graham blocked me. And then I put it out on Twitter. Hey, anybody else blocked by Brandon Graham? And everybody responded back, yup. Anytime he saw his name, or Earl, what's his name? Not Earl Campbell. Earl Thomas.
Gotcha.
He blocked him because he didn't want to see the negativity. And after it came out, hashtag blocked by Brandon, he actually came on the air and explained what happened. And he said he hated seeing the negativity.
And he took his time every single time to block people. Brandon Graham.
Thank you, 97.5.
So that's what he said.
That's incredible.
He said, thank you, 97.5, because if you didn't do that, I wouldn't have been able to get this entire thing off my chest. And I feel better after being able to talk about it.
That's incredible. I didn't know the full details. I knew that everybody was blocked. I think Jeff McClain was a big deal about this, right? I think.
I don't remember much other than I was like, he blocked. Why did he block me? Like, I don't tweet at people. You tweet at people. I don't tweet at people. You get blocked because you tweet at people.
I sometimes will. When people say dumb things.
Right.
When I say dumb things, people tweet at me. Why can't I do the same to the other people?
You can.
Okay.
Yeah, like, I'm not ripping you for it. I'm just saying, like, I got blocked, and it's like, hang on, I never tweet. Like, I can understand if you tweeted somebody and you're mean, then they're going to block you. I wouldn't do that.
Is Brandon Graham really on the Eagles Mount Rushmore again?
No.
We're
Lane is. So here's the undisputables for me: Brian Dawkins, Kelsey, and Lane. And I know they're all
Lane's
modern players.
Undisputable to you.
Pro Bowl. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. That ESPN list said that he's a Hall of Famer. He's been a part of 2 Super Bowl victories, 3 Super Bowl totals, and this is the best era since he got drafted in franchise history. I mean, everything is a check mark for Lane Johnson. It's a good.
I mean, you look at the numbers too with Lane Johnson when he's playing versus not playing. They're a top 5 pick team when he's not on the field.
No, you're right. He's got the 2 Super.
So who else do you have on there?
Brian Dawkins as well. Got to have
B-Dog,
Weapon X,
Kelsey,
B-Dog.
Lane, and then who? See, I can't put Jalen Hurts.
I mean,
above
it's his birthday. You guys are not going to
I
put him on
can't
Mount
put
Rushmore
no,
on
I
his
can't.
birthday? You
And-
kidding me?
I'm putting him on the Mount Rushmore.
You are?
Club Hurts, yeah.
Let's go.
And I don't want to be disrespectful. You know me, objective Club Hurts. Like I'm not taking away from what he did in the Super Bowl. He also doesn't look like he can throw the ball during the regular season sometimes, and that should actually matter at least a little bit. We're talking about one of the best defensive players ever in football, in Reggie White, who's unbelievable.
Man, Jalen is going to. He's going to change the conversation so much this year. I can't wait. I am buying into everything Sean Mannion. I'm buying into. There's not a lot of hype coming out of it, but just the thoughts of what we know about what took place with the Green Bay Packers, applying that to this team with these stars out there that are capable of making the plays that we've seen, whether it's Devontae, whether it's Saquon. Again, the offensive line, big question mark, but I look at all of the pieces to the puzzle that the Eagles have right now, and the missing piece was an offensive coordinator. We know Patullo is terrible.
Uh-oh. All right, well, we'll classify this as breaking news, but anyway, per Dave McMenamin, Kevin Love reportedly wants to join the Sixers and reunite with LeBron James.
Oh, my goodness. Kevin Love, come on down. This is great.
When was the last time he played?
He was with Utah, but he didn't. Dude, they were like chanting his name to get minutes, and they didn't put him in there because they were tanking.
Because he's cooked?
No. He probably is cooked. He's been in the league since 08. Like, okay, I get it. That's great, Dave. Thank you.
How old is he? He's 37, almost 38.
Yeah.
Hey, man, let's go.
37% from downtown. I guess if you needed somebody on such a minimum, like this is the fun part about bringing LeBron James and having a team like this, is that you get the guys like KCP who will actually bring more to the table, like Kevin Love, but still. It's fun. It's a fun conversation.
This is like the Wheeze kids of the Phillies in 1983 when they had Tony Perez, who was in his 40s, Joe Morgan, who was in his 40s. Yeah. You brought all the old guys. Bring all the old guys. Yeah, he hasn't played. He played 41 games in. Oh, no, he played 62 games in 2022, 2023.
Yeah.
So
I was surprised that he was still in the league. Again, I remember last year in Utah, the fans were chanting his name to get him on the floor in like a blowout game, and the coach didn't put him in. It was kind of disrespectful, to be honest with you. It was like, it's Kevin
Love. At that
Love.
point, you
throw him in.
Put him in.
Yeah, the fans are chanting his name in the fourth quarter. You're the Utah Jazz. You're losing on purpose. Who cares? But you're not going to chance anything when you're trying to get everything that they were last year, of course, with those draft picks. But, no, I'm good on that. I'm good on Kevin Love joining the team. I think that there will be a player or two down the road that will actually help. That's all.
Kevin, Jalen Brown press conference yesterday. Sean Bracey made an appearance at the Tyrese Maxey event afterwards.
Yep.
You talked about him with Amy. Smooth.
So here's where I'm at with this discussion. And Jalen Brown was fantastic, right? Very authentic. I will just say this, John. As far as superstar athletes are concerned, where the hype is there, the build-up, this guy comes in, and I hate to say the phrase win the press conference, but he did. Comes out there. He's genuine. He's authentic. He doesn't take the bait. He talks about, I want to earn the respect of the city. He said my phrase to Amy. You got to earn your stripes. Dude, that's what I do that. That's me. That's you tap your arm. You got to earn your stripes, kid. He said that.
Yep.
That speaks volumes to me. And it's real. It's authentic. I don't know what the hell Boston was thinking. Dude, this is up there. Like, this is a bad job by them.
They picked
Epic
Tatum.
failure.
You know, like, all right, with A.J. Brown, it was time for A.J. Brown to leave. He was great here for 4 years. It was a great trade. They were able to get real value in return.
Yep.
The thing that doesn't make sense with Jalen Brown is they were willing to trade him for far below what most people thought he was worth and to a division rival. And it ended up being the main cog in LeBron seriously considering the Sixers. So they don't get LeBron without it.
Nope.
They don't.
No, Gansey said it. He said it multiple times.
Gets his attention.
Yeah, just, again, like, I'm not trying to say anything about winning the press conference because that's what it was. But, like, he came off so genuine, authentic, well-spoken, intelligent.
Oh, no, he is all the above. He was out in the community. He had a bunch of kids there. You can, like, this dude talks the talk and walk the walk.
Yep.
After 3 years, I might be sick of him because if he thinks he's the smartest guy in the room all the time, then that wears on people.
Have you gotten that vibe yet, though?
No, but they got it up in Boston.
Sure, that's fair. Well, again,
And he'd been there a long time, too.
very true, and that's what another thing that I enjoyed from the press conference hearing him talk about. And Amy, I think, might have tiptoed into this. I forget, but in the press conference, someone asked you like, the naysayers, you've been disrespected. How do you put that out of your mind? And he's like, look, man, I've been in the league for 10 plus years. Early in my career, it would have bothered me. Middle of my career, maybe I paid attention to it. Right now, I got to ignore it.
Well,
There's nothing
it motivates
beneficial.
him.
Yeah. He just said point blank, like, I got no time for that stuff. He's focused on the championship. He was asked all the right questions. Credit to everybody there.
Yeah.
What do we do with these Boston Weasels making their way down, though? Trying to stir it up.
Yeah.
And, oh, by the way, I think a huge piece to the press conference that should get talked about, and it will nationally, is the fact that Jason Tatum hasn't reached out to him. Dude, you got a brotherhood there. You won a championship with them.
that might be two ways, though. I just don't I don't think they hate each other. Obviously, their relationship was strained.
Yes.
And, yeah.
You can't send him a text if you're Jason Tatum?
I mean, yeah, sure, you can. Absolutely. No, you should. But, that's you know what? That's on Tatum. And you're right. That's a reflection of Tatum. Because Brown certainly doesn't fit. Brown didn't want to leave. Brown wanted to be on equal footing with Tatum. That's what everybody in Boston's saying right now is the insiders up there are saying he wanted to be treated like Tatum. He wanted to be let in on what was going on in the organization. He didn't feel like that he was given the same information and the same access that Tatum was given.
Nope.
In the same respect.
Yeah, he said one of the first questions was, what did you do when you found out? He said he threw his phone. So I'm wondering, if you get traded, John Marks, and you throw your phone, how you throwing it? Are you Frisbee? Are you throwing it?
Frisbee on the couch across the room.
Yeah, just
I'm not throwing it like a baseball because I'm too cheap. I don't want to break it. He also brought up the cowherd comment.
He did?
He brought up the disease thing.
Ooh, I missed that.
Yep.
Huh.
Yeah, he said someone said I have a disease.
I don't know how I missed that.
Yeah,
I watched
I
the whole
think
thing.
I think it was
All
at
right,
the press conference.
never mind.
He definitely we'll Google it.
Cool.
Maybe because he talked multiple times yesterday.
Yeah.
All right, we'll play some Brown coming up next. 610-632-0975, and I'll share my favorite part of the press conference, and it's not even close. That's coming up next. Middays of Marks 97.5. Lidge. Phillies, is he on the Wall of Fame, Brad Lidge? If he's not, he should be. He joins us coming. Is it alumni weekend this weekend?
That is correct.
Is he in town?
Chase Utley.
Oh, that's right. You're the man.
The Wall of Fame. I thought he was.
But if Chase, his career was over long before Chase, though, right? I don't know. Anyway.
Trying to look it up. Wall of Fame inductees here. So last year was Jimmy, Ed Wade, David Montgomery, Scott Rowland. No, I'm not seeing him.
Yeah, I don't think he is. He should be.
How about that?
Once they start running thin on names,
I mean,
like look at some of the names out. Yeah, because Phillies weren't good for a long time.
Ron Reed,
Yeah.
Ruley Carpenter, who's the president, John Quinn, GM,
Yeah.
Scotty Rowland. Do you think Scott Rowland should have made the Wall of Fame? I don't. No, right? Why? What was that about?
Scott Rowland, he's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, but he didn't like playing here.
Oh, believe me,
So why did they reward him? I know he got booed. It was 22 or 23 it was. It was just recently.
Yeah, I don't think he came. Or did they have to? He came. I forget what it was.
I think he did show up.
Our buddy John Brazier told me that Scott Rowland's a really, really good dude. So I defer to him. As a Philly fan, he never wanted to be here. He wasn't a good match for the city. He was a hell of a third baseman, man.
Yeah, he was.
I've never seen anybody attack third base like a linebacker. You try to bunt on him, he looked like he was friggin' Brian Urlacher running at that ball. I loved watching him play defense. He's not a Hall of Famer. That's a joke. He's a Hall of Famer.
The career average 281, 17 seasons in the majors, played 7 with the Phillies, most in his career for one team.
He becomes, and it's why Jimmy Rollins should make the Hall of Fame. He becomes, well, he wasn't really a great hitter. He didn't really have great power. Like there's no, other than his defense, he did a lot of other things well.
Yeah.
But not very well.
316 home runs.
Right. Like, so he doesn't even get 400 home runs. He's not a lifetime 300 hitter at all. How many times did he hit 300 in his career?
Ooh,
not many.
I like that. Although I am a big, so one. Am I seeing one time that he hit over 300?
Jimmy Rollins never hit 300 in his career. So I look at it and I'm like, all right, when Jimmy played, that was a premium position, a shortstop. So it's not a watered-down position, and that's how Chase makes the Hall of Fame, is the second base position wasn't as competitive as Jimmy. But if you don't hit 300 ever in your career, are you really a Hall of Famer? Man, it's hard, unless you're hitting 50 home runs a year. Anyway.
Yeah.
So that Bradley's coming up at 11 o'clock.
Always great to connect with him because he's a lover of the game, still pays attention. I'm pretty sure he still does media, all that good stuff.
I don't think he's a yacht rock guy, though. I think he's a heavy metal guy.
Oh, yeah.
He may be. We're going to ask him.
Bradley, just have an intro music? I know that they didn't get all spiced up like we do these days for the closer, but damn it.
There wasn't a spider crawling on them.
If there was someone that deserved it, it was him.
That's for sure. All right, so he's coming up at 11 o'clock. Jalen Brown at Eagles practice today per Zach Berman. How about that, as Ray would say?
How about that?
Making the rounds, as he should. Yeah, celebrate him. Did a good job last night. Did a good job at the press conference at Maxie's event last night at Eagles training camp today.
Very cool.
So there you go.
Yeah, man, you can learn a lot. Get down there, slap some backs, see how things operate, all that.
The Sixers are doing a great job. I mean, LeBron's here, so it's not like that. Your best player is some crappy player. But they're getting the guys out there. Ganzi's been out there. He's great. Even Josh Harris yesterday, which we'll play Brown sound in a second. My favorite part of the press conference. Did you see it? Go to Pat Gallen's Instagram. You probably didn't see it.
Okay.
It's my favorite thing. So, and I don't know if they were introing him, but they had a line of people. So when players came out, they were like slapping five with them or whatever.
Correct.
And Pat sat down, got a one-on-one with Josh Harris as well. So congrats to Pat Gallen on that one.
Nice work.
Josh Harris came running out and he's slapping fives like it's like, and now a 5'4" owner from New York, Josh Harris.
That was a good one. Nice work by you.
Yeah, for a night, I think I could do Matt Quinn.
Absolutely.
Just one night, though. Yeah, he came running out and he was slapping fives or whatever. And you know what? I know people hate Josh Harris. Right? Here's what I've always said about Josh Harris. The dude came in and he was willing to spend the money. Mm-hmm. And he hired Daryl Morey, and he paid Daryl Morey a lot of money. Was Daryl Morey a bad hire? It was a good hire. It didn't work out, but he didn't come in. This isn't James Dolan that was an idiot for 30 years and was cheap and is fighting with players. For the most part, he doesn't want to run basketball. He wants to hire somebody to run basketball and get out of the way. So even though they've been ducking the luxury tax and things like that, if you're the owner and you don't believe your team can really win, why would you spend another $100 million if you can't win? So I have no issue with Josh Harris at all. And he got rid of Daryl Morey. That was a good firing. And he brought in Bob Myers the year before that and paid him a lot of money. And now Bob Myers and Ganzi's running the show. So I'm not going to tell you I necessarily feel good for Josh Harris, but I always felt like that maybe he got a little bit of a raw deal and everything. Did you see it?
No, because Pat's
was this on his story?
Yeah, Pat's Twitter isn't updated. He doesn't.
It's his Instagram.
He's not a tweeter. Yeah, look, I'll just say this, right? Josh Harris has done a lot of the right things when it comes to the 76ers lately, and that's all I ask for. Everything else, you know where I am. I'm very passionate about some of the other stuff. I think he could choose who he hangs out with a little bit better. Listen to me telling a billionaire don't hang out with somebody else, but that bothered me, and we'll just leave it at that. But he's done everything the right way as far as this is concerned with the players and the coach. Yes, got it.
Who's the player that came out?
Was that Barlow? I didn't get a good look.
I think it was. So Barlow comes out, and the kids he's slapping hands, and then Josh Harris comes running out like he's being introduced by Matt Cord.
You know what? Good.
And he's smiling. No, that's what I said. Good for him.
Good for him. Enjoy it. You've done a lot of work. Good for you. I am is so excited about everything that the Sixers have going on right now, and can't wait to do more. Next week we get the schedule. Next week, it's again, yesterday made it more real than ever before. The day before, with LeBron coming over the top of Joel Embiid's pictures, oh, by the way, kind of controversial, but I'm buying into JoJo. Those pictures.
But hang on, what are you buying into?
He looks like he lost 20 pounds. He's more muscular. John, he's in the gym in August.
He's in the best shape that we've probably seen him come in.
Correct.
And you know why that is? Because you got guys that came in and said, this is what we expect from you. They were publicly Ganzi, I believe on this show, had said that it's about coming into camp in shape, not getting in shape in camp. They've challenged him.
Yep.
And he wants to be challenged.
Yep. And you get Bob Myers coming in from the jump, who didn't call out Joel Embiid, but made it certain that things have to change.
Set the tone, brother.
Yep, that's it. And that's where it was. And then, oh, by the way, you add LeBron James, and now we're talking about winning a ring. And that changes everything for everybody, because if you're not willing to meet LeBron at that level, get the hell off the team.
Yeah, we don't need you. Yep. Everybody's got to be on all in 100%. That includes Jalen Brown, who is. We didn't even get to the sound. We'll play it coming up later on. Also at practice today, Eagles practice, how about Lane Johnson?
About time.
I think he's missed four straight practices away from the team with some personal things.
Yes.
So, or non-football things.
And I saw somebody say there was like a day off in between that, too. Oh, so he's not at practice.
He is expected to practice today.
Oh, great. Great. That's great to hear. Great to hear.
He's back. Coming up next, Brad Lidge. Phils win the series, win 3 of 4 over the Nationals. Post-trade deadline, Arise is a stud. Love watching that guy play. At what point do we need to start seeing the Phillies kind of kick it into gear? When was it like that for the Phillies in 2008 and then again in 2009? Brad Lidge answers all those questions coming up, including the bullpen. So don't go anywhere. Brad Lidge is coming up next, Middays with Marks.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
The Phils bats come to life. I'm Sean Rodman, and this update's brought to you by Morgenstern Medical. Losing your hair and wish you could do something about it? Call the trusted team at Morgenstern Medical, because where you go matters. Call 610-830-HAIR. The Phils had 8 doubles last night and now have won 5 out of their last 6 games, scoring 35 runs in that span. They're back in action today at home against the Blue Jays. Zach Wheeler gets the start for the Phils, and Jose Soriano is on the mound for the Blue Jays. And Chase Utley will be inducted into the Phillies Wall of Fame tonight before the game. First pitch is at 6:40. Eagles are back out of the practice field today. Mekhi Lemon and Devontae Smith both out with hamstring injuries. Jalen Brown had his introductory press conference yesterday, and he said this about the talent around him on the Sixers.
Obviously, on paper, we're excellent, but I've been around a long time, long enough to know that just what you have on paper don't really mean nothing. It just takes the amount of work and the transparency and the leadership can really guide this thing or not.
Sixers have a couple months until training camp, and then Brad Lidge is going to join us coming up next. And this update's also brought to you by Verizon Business. Verizon Business experts love small businesses, so they come directly to you on your schedule with real expertise tailored to your needs. Make an appointment with a Verizon Business expert. Go to verizon.com/book today. I'm Sean Rodman on the home of the Sixers, Flyers, and Union, 97.5 The Fanatic and the Fanatic app.
Sean Brace, Lionel Richie, Sean the Warren Rodman, Dutz. He's here today, Negative Nate. Hopefully Brad Lidge coming up because I just said Lidge is going to join us via Zoom. So if you want to jump on YouTube to watch us, please do at 975, The Fanatic.
Let that play a little bit there for.
Yeah, let it play underneath. So he's not there yet. So I asked the Worm. I said, "Is he in Zoom?" And said, "No, not yet." And I said, "Well, did someone send them the link?" And the response was, "Yeah, Ray sent it to him yesterday."
Yeah.
So the last time he had been reminded of being on the show was a Zoom link that was sent to him yesterday. So we're hoping that Brad is ready to jump on right now. And typically he's like some athletes are like just people in general. They're all over the place.
Yeah.
And Brad's pretty buttoned up with us.
Yeah, he's former media. I forgot. You know what he's doing now? I still believe he's doing this.
What?
He's digging up like fossils.
Oh, that's right. Last time were you here when we had him on last?
I think so, because I asked him the question about the WBC, which sent shivers down my spine, his answer. Because he said it bothered him that season that he pitched. So I was like, oh, that's not good with all the Phillies pitchers and players.
Keller pitched in the WBC, right?
Yep. Sanchez did too. Nola. I mean, we had a lot. We had a lot of players representing in the WBC, and I'm not anti, and these are the things that you get into discussion, and there's no yes or no to it, but it also falls into the category of the home run derby. Welcome back to the party, Kyle Schwarber.
Have you seen the stats of the guys that were in the home run derby
collectively?
Yeah, like you'll get some of the. I don't have it in front of me, but some of the I know Contreras. The average is high. He hasn't been hitting a lot of home runs. But that also happens during the course of a season. You don't necessarily just because it's how long's it been since the All-Star game? 3 weeks?
Yeah.
All right. So if you get 3 home runs in 3 weeks, like that's a great.
I think the guy leading the charge from the home run has 9, and the majority of people have like 6 home runs, 6, 7 home runs since the All-Star break. So like that's the number. Look, Schwarber, he's gonna get it going. We know what he's capable of. He can rip 4 home runs in a game.
Right.
2 home runs back-to-back nights. You know, he'll figure it out. I'm just happy he was able to get 2 hits last night. Like, just slowly but surely, especially where they have him hitting, like, we need Kyle Schwarber.
Yeah, he needs to. You're right. Getting 2 hits last night, even though they were both singles, is good.
He is a really important piece at that spot in the lineup, and I'm stating the obvious, but, you know, and oh, by the way, if you're able to get him going, now you can maybe tinker with the lineup just a little bit. Maybe you want to move things around. I'm not saying you should. I think you ride with this because I love Luis Arias in the cleanup spot. I do. Why would you change it?
No, not right now. Definitely not. If anything, you switch him 1-2, but then you have 3 straight lefties. It's a clunky. The whole thing's clunky. The defensive alignment's clunky. Hasn't been bad so far.
Mm-hmm.
But the defense is clunky to try to make it happen, and then the offense having a singles hitter batting cleanup. I think most people, like when we grew up, the cleanup hitter was the most feared hitter in the lineup, hit the most home runs, and your number 3 was your best hitter, right? Brad Lidge is joining us right now.
Nice.
So it's a Yacht Rock Friday, Sean, but I don't think Brad Lidge was a Yacht Rock guy. In fact, if this is correct, his walkout song was a drowning pool song.
So it was not Lionel Richie. Oh, okay.
It was not Lionel Richie. Brad Lidge joins us right now. John Marks and Sean Brace on 97.5 The Fanatic. Soldiers by Drowning Pool. Is that correct, Brad?
That is correct. Listen, I dabble into a lot of different types of music. I even throw on some yacht rock here and there, so it's all good. But yeah, I was definitely kind of more of a heavy metal guy. Yeah, Drowning Pool was great. Had a few walkout songs over the years, different heavy metal bands, but yeah, I'll listen to just about anything, fellas.
Well, I mean, you're a very intelligent guy, so I can understand you being diverse when it comes to music. We are as well. So take us through the mentality. Your routine as a closer is different than anybody else's because you pretty much know you're coming in the 9th inning, so you have a more set routine. As opposed to maybe Ryan Madsen's like, Madsen, you got to get up because something's happening in the 7th inning. So you throw that last pitch, and you know you're now walking out of the gate, and the music goes on. What is going through your head? Like, what is the mentality as you're walking up to that mound? What's going through your head?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, there's a lot of adrenaline, needless to say, a lot of nerves, but more like, you kind of try and harken back to the things that have worked all season, like, just kind of stay in your routine. I mean, it's hard because when you're walking out there, you can pretend that there's nothing different in that particular game, that there's nothing more on the line. But of course, in the back of your mind that there is. I mean, I was feeling really good, and just you get out there and for the entire season, when a season's going like that, when you're running out of the bullpen, you feel like you can run through a brick wall. So there's like excitement and adrenaline and all the things that kind of come with that moment. But also there is this, thing where you're telling yourself, just stay in the moment, just breathe, go through your routine, warm up the way you need to, and just do your process because it's worked all year. So why get out of it now? And so that's kind of what you're forcing your brain to think about.
Did you run? What did you walk out and then start running? Some guys run a little faster. What did you do?
I always liked to go with a light jog. That way I wasn't out of breath when I got on the mound. So no reason to stress yourself on that jog from the bullpen into the mound. Not a walk, not a sprint, just like a jog.
So last thing on this, you had mentioned it. When you're coming out that you're on a cliff, and if you don't do your job, you fall off the cliff. You come into the 8th inning. There's still the 9th inning to go. It takes a special breed, and you're one of the best ones to ever do it. So what is it like from pitching the 8th inning to pitching the 9th inning? And why were you able to do that? And then some pitchers are great in the 8th, but you put them in the 9th, and it's just, they're not the same pitcher.
I've always wondered that a little bit myself. I think, it's a different set of circumstances, of course, when the game is kind of on the line. Myself, I was a setup guy out in Houston for Billy Wagner, as you were kind of alluding to, for a little while. And I love that role. But for me, there was like this extra burst of adrenaline I got when I became the closer. And I think what happens is, and maybe the best way to kind of look at it is that when you get that extra adrenaline, you can either kind of dial it in and control it, or it controls you. And every reliever feels it because, you get this, this kind of pecking order in the bullpen where you're hoping to someday be a closer. Once you've accepted that you're a failed starter and you're moving to the bullpen, then at that point you're trying to make your way, potentially to be a closer someday. And when you finally get that role, there's a lot of intensity and anxiety and adrenaline that comes with it. So, guys can either breathe through that and kind of use that adrenaline to their advantage. I remember for me, I was able to actually throw harder. And the first couple outings I had, I was kind of just spraying my fastball everywhere because it was like almost you felt like you're out of body. It was just so much, electricity in the stadium in that role. And then you just got to dial it in, and then you can use it, to your advantage once you kind of figure that out. But I had some great role models, like I said, Billy Wagner ahead of me to kind of help me figure out how to breathe and control your body through that process. So I was fortunate, but not everybody can control that extra adrenaline.
Brad, great to have you, of course, in town, and a big weekend with Chase Utley up on the Wall of Fame, and hopefully you will be soon. I know we'll talk about that a little bit later. You deserve to be on that Wall of Fame. But I'm curious because Trey Turner said it like 2 weeks ago where it feels like it's so inconsistent with this team. When we hit, we don't pitch well. When we pitch well, we don't hit. And I love that. That's honesty, and that was the reality of the situation. Jose Alvarado had a meeting with the bullpen arms this past weekend in Camden. He said, we need to believe how good we are to Todd Zalecki. I'm just questioning, I'm wondering, have you ever been a part of a bullpen-only meeting? And is that enough to get the job done there, just saying we need to believe?
Good question. First of all, no, I can't say I've ever been part of a bullpen-only meeting. That's awesome. That's definitely interesting and next level, to be totally honest. I think that's kind of cool. I was fortunate to be a part of some great bullpens, obviously, out there in Philly. And in Houston as well. And I think, where everyone holds each other accountable, and when you have a tight bullpen, it really goes a long way. So I like the fact that that happened. And I think that kind of just reaffirms to everybody, hey, listen, we're a unit. Like, we're doing this together. Like, when I come out of the game, the next guy's got to pick me up, and so on and so forth. And so when you have kind of a tight, cohesive unit like that, it can go a long way. And so I don't mind that at all. I think that's actually a really cool idea. And, frankly, I hope it really kind of turns things around and gets it going in the right direction, because we know the arms are there. We know the talent is there, and we know the results have been there. So it's not like, anybody has to reinvent the wheel or anything like that. They just have to get it kind of, locked in and get some consistency. That's all.
Yeah, talking to Brad Lidge. It's alumni weekend. Chase Utley's going up on the wall. And so I was looking back to 2008 on August 7th, right? So right now the Phillies are 62-54 post-trade deadline. August 7th, you guys weren't that much different. 10 games over 500, 62-52. So I guess my question is, I don't believe the Phillies have played their best baseball this year, or at least that's the hope. The team that gets hot, typically going into the playoffs, is a team that can do some damage. When did you guys feel like you started playing your best baseball to where you were saying, all right, we got something here? Because, it wasn't a struggle, but you certainly weren't – you guys weren't on top the entire season. So, at what point in the season do you want to feel like we're hot, we're not peaking too early, we're playing our best baseball?
The way I always looked at it is when September rolls around, you want to be, kind of locked. You want to be healthy, and you want your best guys performing their best. And, Ryan Howard had a way of just turning it on in September, where he typically started the season pretty cold. And then when September came around, he was just on all cylinders. And that really kind of lifted us. And what that did was it also created an environment at Citizens Bank where, guys from the other bullpens, like nobody wanted to come out and pitch to the Phillies. I mean, we were getting hot offensively at the right time. And it was like, we always called it the Terror Dome. Like, when you watch those other guys warming up in the bullpen, it's like they did not want to come out and face us if they had the lead. And I think, we all knew how good the offense was. We knew that we were going to come from behind. We were going to, even if we were, tied or behind whatever the deficit was, we felt like we were going to come back and win. So, yeah, like in the bullpen, we all felt strong. We felt like we had kind of cemented our rules down, and everyone was doing their thing. And then when the offense gets going like that, everyone kind of fed off Howard, but, in September at least. But, of course, we knew that when the playoffs would come around, that if we could keep that mojo going, we would be really tough to beat because we had it, we just kind of had it going on every cylinder. And again, I'll just kind of go back and say that, if you're hot in August, that's great, but you just want to be hot and healthy. Like mid-September, you want to really be launching, and that's what we did that year.
Brad Lidge joining us, of course, Mr. Perfect in 08, 41-41 regular season, 7 for 7 in the postseason, striking out Eric Hinsky Game 5. Where's the ball at? Chooch got that ball, or you got that ball?
As much as I wanted it, and I did, I kept the balls after every save I ever had, just about. But in that particular one, Chooch brought it out to me. I put it in my back pocket. Or actually, no, Chooch put it in his back pocket. That's what happened. After the celebration, he gave it to me. I put it in my back pocket. And, we were kind of sitting in the clubhouse, and we were like, what do we do with this? And we decided that Chuck needed to have it. So we just marched into Charlie Manuel's office and gave it to him. And that was the one, save that I was that ball I was really happy to give to Chuck. He certainly deserves to have that.
That's incredible. I just, barroom conversation, sitting down, and all of a sudden you start talking about baseball, and somebody says, like, you can't do any better than that. Like, Brad, that's the greatest season a closer can ever have in baseball history. When somebody says that to you, what goes through your mind?
I felt extremely fortunate that year. I mean, for me, I kind of look at all the circumstantial things going on around it. Coming to Philly in my first year, I was feeling healthy. I was feeling like determined to, personally to have a great season. And then all of a sudden, it's kind of a different environment. I was used to playing, indoors in Houston for a long time. And all of a sudden we have this outdoor environment. Things feel different. The fans feel different. The passion feels different. Like the intensity day to day feel different. And it was exciting. It was like a young group of superstars just kind of hitting their stride. And so the environment just felt different for me. But then when I went through, a few games and they made some great defensive plays behind me as well, I was like, oh, okay. Like I don't need to be ever afraid to throw strikes. Like something good is going to happen. And there were a couple of moments during the course of the season where, Victorino threw out a runner in Atlanta at home plate that was a huge out. The last game of the season when we clinched it, there was a double play ball, bases loaded double play ball that Jimmy rolled to Chase, and Chase, was like, I mean, they looked like they were in fast forward. Like somebody just made them go faster, and we got that double play. So great defense behind me. You can't have that season without a great defense. And I felt dialed in all year. And I felt like even if we had a 1-run lead and a guy hit a leadoff triple, like it was going to work out. Like we were still going to keep that lead, and something would happen. There'd be a pop-up, strike, whatever the case was. Our defense would make a good play. It was going to work out. So I just it's hard to describe. And, you're always kind of battling, sometimes negative thoughts or whatever. But that whole year was just like, only good things are going to happen no matter what.
I remember that Victorino throw. Of all the moments that year, it's weird. That one sticks out to me. I was in Sea. I was down the shore at a friend's house in Sea Isle. I remember watching it live, and it was Shane Victorino is an underrated center fielder. He was so good, and nailed him at home, and it kept the perfect streak going. And it's such a great point. It was the second to last game of the season, that double play, because otherwise Cole Hamels would have had to start the final game of the season. Clinching that day enabled him to be able to start the first game of the playoffs, and then every first game after that. The win, you know who got the win the last game of the season over the Nationals? How about that Les Walron got the win for the
nice.
Kyle Kendrick made the start. Les came in relief and got it. But yeah, like everything, Brad, you know this. To win a championship, everything has to kind of line up, right? From a little bit of luck to like we had talked about with that right there, and it's really, really hard to win a championship. And this current Phillies team has learned that because they've had some really, really good teams. 2009 for you guys was a really good team, and then you had the Halladay and all those pitchers, and they were great teams. They couldn't win a championship. It's so hard to win a championship.
It really is. To your point, you have to get lucky, but everything's got to line up correctly. And I think matchups in the postseason is huge. And I think, a lot of times when you're playing great baseball for most of the season, you end up getting this big lead and you end up having to play a hot wild card team. And that generally doesn't, line up too well for a matchup when you're playing, the hottest team. The team that had to win a bunch of games the last couple of weeks just to be in, they're kind of already in that mode. So, yeah, I mean, for me, matchups and just kind of having everything line up correctly is huge. And so I think, for the Phillies this year, wherever they're at right now, I'm not sweating it too much because maybe the Phillies are the team that has to win, every game the last couple of weeks. And maybe they're the team this year that is playing on all cylinders and really knows how to win tight ball games when it comes down to, playoff time.
Yeah, and Brad, we appreciate you as always jumping on. And Sean and I, we do this every day, so we can't say to listeners and fans in May, hey, it really doesn't necessarily matter how they're playing right now. It's all about how you play in September, right? Because we gotta watch the season. We gotta talk about the season. But you're right. We don't know how they're going to be playing in a month. We don't know where the chemistry is going to be. What do you think about Arise and what his bat adds to the lineup?
Yeah, I love it. I think it's just another element or dimension that is going to be, something really important for the Phillies to have when they're match up against great pitching in October. And, look, I mean, if the Phillies didn't have already the resume and everything that they'd previously done at this point in the season, you're a little bit more worried. But for me, it's like, just keep everything the way it is and then get hot at the right time. That's the recipe to win this thing. So, they have, the background, they have the players, Trey Turner's starting to get hot. I think that it's starting to look better and better for me, even if the win-loss record isn't reflecting that exactly. And I think Arias is great. Obviously the guy that puts the bat on the ball, but in particularly tough matchups in the postseason, you don't want to, you want to be able to advance the runner. You want to be able to get that guy home from third, and that's something that he's going to be able to do.
All right, there he is. Done it again.
Brad, what was that pitch he threw to Hinsky? I'm just watching it right now.
Slider.
What was it?
Slider. That's right. It was a slider. Yep.
He had no shot. He bailed on it.
By coincidence, I found I'm in some algorithm on Instagram, Brad, and there was the best Harry Kalas calls. There's the top 10 Harry Kalas calls,
sure.
And of course that call's number one.
Oh yeah,
the 0-2 lids from the 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss.
Yeah.
What is that like for you? It's so iconic, and it means so much to the city. What's it like for you when you hear that call and to know that you closed out a World Series in Philadelphia for the Phillies?
I mean, it means everything to me. I mean, for any player in his career, to be able to be on the mound, you dream, and when you're a kid, you're either hitting the walk-off hit or you're striking out the last guy. And since I was a failed hitter from an early age, for me it was going to be, trying to strike the last guy out. So to be in that situation, it really is a dream come true. And having Harry, on that call, I mean, every time I hear it, I still get goosebumps. I still love it. I still smile. And I still have to pinch myself that I was fortunate enough to be in that situation, with the Phillies on that incredible team, with Harry Kalas, one of the best to ever do it, making that call. So just, you talk about things lining up right. I mean, for me in my life, that's something I'll never forget. And that moment will always bring me, a big smile.
Oh, yeah.
Brad, thank you so much. Always great to get you on. We appreciate your time as always.
All right, guys. Appreciate it. Have a good one.
Thanks, there Brad. He is, Brad Lidge. And Harry dies
the next year.
The next season, was that opening day?
It was in
No, it was opening series.
It was in D.C. Was it
in
opening
DC.
series?
Yeah.
Ugh, that's terrible.
I mean, I think it was I remember because I was working with Mike.
Yep, I was in Scranton.
And we were definitely up here. We were on the 4th floor, so we were in this office space. I remember sitting down and hearing it, and we were maybe going on the air in like an hour or something like that. So it was before the game. It was before the game started. He was in the booth.
Yeah,
and just remember like something happened with Harry. They were like trying to resuscitate him, and I'm like, huh? And then it's like he died.
Yep.
So whatever we were talking about
that's
before that, I mean, Jesus.
Yeah. I remember I was in Scranton. I was working my part-time job. Believe it or not, I was going back and forth helping my buddy out with a restaurant up there. And I got a text, and then I was PO'd because there was nobody saying anything. And I don't think this was like streaming time, if I'm not mistaken, pulling up the stream on my phone. So nobody was talking about it on ESPN. Nobody was talking about the local news up there, the sports talk radio and Scranton. No one's talking about Harry Callis passing away. And at that point in time, you didn't know. You just knew that there was something going on with him.
No, it wasn't. They opened the season in Atlanta, and then they went to Colorado, and then
so it was
the day
third
passed
series?
was the first game in Washington.
What day was it?
Monday, April 13th.
April 13th. Interesting. Yeah, man, that stunk. That was terrible, Harry. But look, you look at the happy part of it, right? He got to call that game.
Which is amazing that he actually finally was able to call the World Series.
Correct.
Yeah, it was. And Brad brings up when you're a kid, it's always like, from 3, they win. Right? We didn't say from 3 because they didn't shoot threes when I was a kid. But it was like, at the buzzer, good. But when you're doing baseball, it's always like, here's the pitch.
Yeah.
Struck him out. The Philadelphia Phillies are world champions of baseball.
Dude, Hensky had no shot at that. He wanted no part of that swing. And then I was going to ask him if he got hurt in that dog pile because, dude, that looks tough. I'm sure he didn't feel a thing, but he got Chooch tackles him, and then everybody just knocks him over in the dog pile.
That was Lidge's pitch, was the wipeout slider. He'd lost velocity over the years because he was high 90s early in his career, but even after he lost the velocity, which started here, he had the wipeout slider. After that, 2009, where he just didn't have the velocity. The bullets that he had in the chamber, man, he used almost all of them in 2008. He still had the slider, and he used the slider. It was his best pitch.
Yeah.
But he had the wipeout slider.
There is only 4 pitchers have ever had 30 or more saves without a blown save. 4 pitchers, and he is one of them. Eric Gagne, Zach Britton, and Jose Valverde. Those are your 4. So we're talking about history, man. But for my money, that's the greatest season a closer has ever had.
2-0, 1.95 ERA, didn't blow a save, 41 saves, 69 and a third innings pitched, 92 strikeouts.
92.
It's not even 70 innings.
Jeez.
Yeah.
He was automatic. He was like, you get the bottle edge. You just know what's going to happen. But he was right when he said, you got to get that help. You always bring up the Victorino, and then we always bring up the fact of how that double play just made everything line up for Cole getting to start for game 1. And that's the luck you need to win a championship.
Yep.
That's the little things.
Coming up, an update from Eagles practice, from training camp, and more. That's coming up next. Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Cam Jurgens gets injured at practice. I'm Sean Rodman, and this update's brought to you by AutoZone. Get in the zone. What makes AutoZone America's #1 battery destination? Because they offer free battery testing and charging and reliable replacement batteries, and they've always got your battery solution. Get in the zone, AutoZone. Cam Jurgens went into the medical tent after getting injured, and after a little while, he headed inside at the Jefferson Complex down there in South Philadelphia. We'll keep you updated on anything news-related with Cam Jurgens and his new injury. Devontae Smith and Mekhi Lemon both are not practicing today with a hamstring injury. Good news, though, Lane Johnson is back at practice after missing time for personal reasons. Phils now have won 5 out of 6, but recently the Phils had a bullpen meeting. Here's Brad Lidge on that meeting recently.
I like the fact that happened, and I think that kind of just reaffirms to everybody, hey, listen, we're a unit. Like, we're doing this together. Like, when I come out of the game, the next guy's got to pick me up and so on and so forth. And so when you have kind of a tight, cohesive unit like that, it can go a long way.
Phils are back in action tonight. Wheeler gets the start for the Phils, and Jose Soriano for the Blue Jays. First pitch is at 6:40, and the Chase Utley will be inducted into the Wall of Fame prior to tonight's game. And this update is brought to you by Aleve. Whatever the forecast, aches and pains can cloud up a perfect day, but with just one pill, Aleve provides up to 12 hours of pain relief, so you're ready for sunny skies ahead. Use as directed. I'm Sean Rodman on the home of the Sixers, Flyers, and Union, 97.5 The Fanatic and the Fanatic app.
John Mark Stone Brace.
Going to the movies tonight.
With who?
Kendall, my daughter.
I was going to say it's not a date night.
No, Minions and Monsters, brah.
Look at you.
90 minutes, too, in and out.
That's the good thing about the kid movies.
Yeah.
They're generally short.
Yeah.
And sweet.
This ain't no Odyssey, Holmes. Which, oh, by the way, is insane. King of Prussia, 70 IMAX, is literally sold out 8 a.m., 9 a.m. Today. 8 a.m.,
Yeah, it's that
9,
big. Yep.
10. How?
Well, you gotta look a week ahead to get it. Supply and demand, brother.
Who's going to the movies at 9 a.m.?
Still the summer.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Once school's back in session, they won't be selling that out. All right, well, that sounds like fun.
Yeah. Get out of the house. Wife hangs with little man, puts him to bed. I come home. Perfect.
I got a wicked headache today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Took some ED medication last night.
Some what?
ED medication. Erectile dysfunction medication. You know what I think? It gives you a headache.
Yeah, that's what I thought you said. I wasn't. Yeah. Come again?
So I still have the...
Literally. Jesus.
Yeah. So my I didn't typically I will take it with some Motrin.
All
I
right.
did not do that. My head is pounding today. I have a headache, I should say.
Yeah.
I have a headache.
Yeah. Nice. Well, it sounds like your night went a little bit different than mine.
No, it didn't.
Oh, no.
No.
You just hung out?
I anticipate, and then the anticipation was...
Oh,
Yeah. Typically that happens.
man.
I'm going to get myself in trouble.
That's all right.
It's all good.
Well, look, you got to be prepared. Like a Boy Scout. You got to be prepared.
Yeah.
You know, you just never know.
Yeah, it's a lot of hope. It's like with our teams, you hope that they can win. I'm doing a lot of hope these days.
Well, you know what happens? You hope in one hand and do it the other.
No, and it's
At
also...
this point in my life, I'm going to have fun alone.
Right. But it's one of those mega things. It's not the Blue Chews. I don't even know what it's called, but it has both. And it's supposed to be the 36-hour one. I don't know what you do for 36 hours.
Hey, yo.
Yeah.
You're still ready.
Yeah, I still have a headache is what I have. Do you have any aspirin over there? Do people still take aspirin for headaches?
Got exactly what you need. Yep.
All right. There you go. Yeah, so
Nice.
my head hurts. I have a headache.
Well, you know, I was doing the Blue Chew reads, right?
Right.
And literally, they still send me product. Now, I'm not complaining. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, you don't. How are you going to use all that?
I have enough Blue Chew to honestly hook up an army. Like, I could hook up a straight-up army right now. That's how many Blue Chew tablets I got. I got 5 packs.
Oh, no, I have a lifetime supply as well.
Yes, that's what I do have. I got a lifetime supply.
Which
now,
could be 10, but I have much more than that.
I'm wondering, though, they have a shelf life. Like, you know.
They expire.
Yeah. Luckily, I'm good now, but, 10 years from now, I might need these guys, and they expire.
But when medicine expires, it doesn't mean you can't take it. It just means they're generally less effective, or that's what they say.
Yeah.
So it doesn't mean that you need to throw it out.
Well, look, if somebody needs some, hit me up.
Rodman, you interested?
I don't think I needed it right now.
No,
Maybe
you
in a
good?
couple
No?
of years. How long do they take to? How long does it? When's the expiration date? I should say. I guess.
Well, I think like a couple years, sure.
Year or two?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe a
How
couple
old are
years.
you? How old are you?
I'm 28. I feel like I have some good years
Yeah,
left.
yeah.
You've never used it?
Never used it.
He doesn't need a fungo bat.
I think you need to bring in a tablet or two for him. You're a girlfriend. You have a living girlfriend. You're living in
Yes.
sin. Well, like, why not? That's what people that ask me. I'm 49 and I'm diabetic.
Yeah.
And do I necessarily need them? No, but it's a lot more fun with it. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
Okay.
So, like, maybe just try it.
All right, I'll see what she has to say. Well, I don't know.
There you go.
I don't know
Midday
if we-
segment.
I don't know if we necessarily need it.
I tried one. Yeah, that's a midday segment. I tried one, man. This forehead turned red.
Your face gets flushed.
Oh,
and
yeah.
no, my head's killing
I was
me
like,
now.
whoa.
No, so you know what? Get Ray. Ray would be so uncomfortable if you told me you had to take one.
I don't know if her family's
Ray.
listening at all, or my
Oh.
family either.
That's
Okay.
all right.
Yeah, that actually makes sense.
So, well, I'm sure I'll get a text in a little bit.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
Well, so then let's do it with Ray.
Yeah,
'Cause
well-
I don't care if his family's listening.
Yeah,
They're
well-
used to it.
we support each other around here.
Right.
Let the family know, Rodman. You're the worm.
Appreciate it.
All right. So Juergens went to the medical tent.
Here we go. Yeah, the medical tent has been visited a few times, and no one is under the impression that you're going to get through training camp with 0 injuries, but it is always one of those deals that you hold your breath. Like, for crying out loud, Cooper DeJean had to leave the practice field earlier this week, and you're like,
hurt his arm.
yeah, like, all right. And we talked about it with Lidge, getting lucky. Like, you got to be lucky when it comes to the injuries. You have to be, for the most part. Like, the Packers won the Super Bowl when they had 18 starters hurt against the Steelers years ago.
Yep.
But for the most part, man, and even the Eagles in 17, I think, were pretty beat up, if I'm not mistaken. But, yeah, I mean, look at
No, they were.
Nick Foles.
They were. Yeah, but, like, so, remember, they lost their left tackle. Jason Peters was out.
Okay.
Vitae had to come in and play.
Yeah, yeah.
They lost, didn't lose a running back, and that's why they lost players in key positions that year. And it didn't, Sproles went out. Sproles got injured.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, he did. Yep. No, you're right. And you got to be lucky when it comes to the injury bug. And you absolutely need to get out of this area because, for the most part, teams, and easy for me to say, I'm not the one that's getting hit, but for the most part, you think practice have been a little easier when it comes to hitting and things that can actually get you hurt. But it's like I said, these things happen. You just hope for the best. Now, Cam Jurgens, we don't know anything. Could have went in there. Could be, it could be cramps. It's hot out there, bro. You know? Get hydrated.
Yeah, you're right. No, it could be a total. But then what's the story? He went into the tent and then he went inside. Rodman?
Yeah, he went in the tent and then headed inside shortly after. Apparently, according to Zach Berman of The Athletic, that he seemed to be walking okay. So I don't know what body part it is.
So it's not. It doesn't seem like it's something serious.
No.
But the reality is that, like, what was the biggest issue with the team last year? Why were they only an 11-win team as opposed to what we've seen in previous years? Health of the offensive line. They were ineffective. They couldn't run the ball.
Yeah. And
when you can't run the ball, and as much as happy birthday, Jalen Hurts, Club Hurts, you need to be able to run the ball because you don't want Jalen throwing. Jalen's like that. You don't want him throwing the ball 45 times a game.
No, you do not.
You need to be able to run the ball. That's when he's at his best. And they were ineffective last year. They were bad last year. They really were. Jurgens was banged up. He was bad. Landon Dickerson was bad.
Yep.
Mailata was banged up. Lane Johnson couldn't stay on the field.
Correct.
It's amazing they still won 11 games.
Did you watch any of the game last night?
So I hate Carson Beck.
Really?
And then all he kept doing last year was winning. And I'm like, all he keeps doing is winning. He looked good last night.
He looked damn good
he looked really good last night.
Haynes King looked good. The quarterbacks were swinging at 33-30 final score.
I watched till the end of the game.
Did you really?
Yeah, well, I was up.
Okay.
I was up doing stuff. But, yeah, I watched to the end of the game, and it was it the last play of the game where they stretched for the touchdown?
Oh, yeah. 33-30, that went well above the posted total. I know everybody loves to take the unders.
It was a good game.
Yeah, hell yeah, it was. Great to have football back. And you know what, man? Seeing these guys like Roger Craig, Larry Fitzgerald, Drew Brees.
Very cool.
Like guys we watched. How long does it take to get Roger Craig into the Hall of Fame, damn it?
How many times do you think he ran for 1,000 yards?
Well, I know that he was the one guy that had the 1,000 and 1,000. I knew that.
I think he was the first running back because he was in the Bill Walsh West Coast offense, and he was dynamic as a receiver. So you're right. He went 1,000.
Yeah, he was the first one. As a matter of fact, they talked about it last night. There's only been 2 other guys who have ever done it. I think it was Falk and McCaffrey. But all in all, like, are you kidding me? 2026 and we're getting Roger Craig?
1985, he had 1,050 rushing yards, and he had 1,016 receiving yards, including 92 catches.
I guess what I would say is...
And in 85, you didn't have 92 catches and 1,000 yards for a running back.
Hell no.
Unheard of.
I guess what I would say is, like, I know and you know that the San Francisco 49ers of that time was an unbelievable... They were the team. So anybody associated, whether it's offense, defense, Tom Rathman, I don't care, need to be in the Hall of Fame. So I'm looking last night, I'm like, damn, Roger Craig, 2026, what are we doing?
So 11 years... he ran for 1,000 yards 3 times. He ran for 1,500 yards in 1988. But that was a team that didn't rely on running the football as much as they did. Like, look at his receiving numbers.
Yeah.
They liked it. Like Andy Reid liked to use running backs as weapons in the passing game. Bill Walsh started that. Andy Reid was running Bill Walsh's offense.
You're right.
So I mean, I have nothing against anybody making the Hall of Fame. Right?
3-time Super Bowl champion.
Yeah, I looked at him as being one of these very good, not a Hall of Famer. type players.
Well, I guess they did too as well because it took to 2026.
His last year was 93.
It's a long damn time. He was too important to that offense, to that team, for him to not get into the Hall of Fame till now. But hey, man, better late than never, right?
I agree with you though. I always like watching the game because it's not in a big stadium in Los Angeles or whatever. It's at the Hall of Fame. It's in Canton.
Yep.
You had that stadium, and then just to see the guys on the sideline and that jacket. I'm telling you, at the Super Bowl, at the Minnesota Super Bowl, Dan Marino was walking around Radio Row with the gold jacket on.
And the isotoners?
He did not have isotoners on, but the gold jacket. The guys that wore the gold jacket, the Hall of Famers, because they wore them at the Super Bowl, it's like, it just looks there. It looks different.
Yeah, it is. They were definitely different. A couple other things that were different about last night. Mike Tomlin on the other side of it, very smooth.
Yeah, he was good.
Yeah, he's natural.
Because that wasn't a great show before. Tony Dungy gave nothing.
No, he did not. And Jason Garrett gets a bad rap. I get it, but he doesn't bother me. I think he brings insight. Maria is very good at what she does. I know they did the ice bucket challenge for Chris Johnson, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah, she's smooth.
Oh, she is. She's very smooth.
Yeah.
So are they. You see what they did? They addressed the
Rossini thing. I saw.
Yes, they did. Now I'm wondering, did they do it because they have? And I don't know this, but I'm wondering out loud here. Do they have game one? Is that game one? So that game one is on their network. They have to talk about it. And so if the opening of the season is Seattle and New England on what, that Wednesday night? I think it's Wednesday night. No, it's Thursday night.
Thursday night.
Because there's a game on Friday in like Brazil.
Australia.
Or
Brazil. I don't know.
Yeah. So that game is the opener, and it's on NBC. They're going to have to talk about that.
It is Wednesday night.
It is Wednesday night.
Yeah, there's a Wednesday night game this year, which is that one. And then
on NBC?
On NBC. And then Thursday night's going to be on Netflix, Rams-Niners.
Ooh, that's something.
And that's the one in
Melbourne.
Australia.
All right. So, I didn't take it as in we're going to need to talk about it, so let's break the ice right now. Because they addressed it. They didn't, go to the panel and be like, what do you think about this? And guys are giving hot takes about it. It was easily addressed.
Yeah.
This happened in the offseason. And she even said with NFL reporter Diana Rossini, they addressed it very businesslike, which I appreciated, as opposed to ESPN, which acted like it didn't happen for so long, which was so cringy.
Diana Rossini, who? Yeah.
Right?
No, you're right. They did address it, and you give them credit. Now, I know in this world that we live in, nothing is ever good enough for anybody, so I'm not trying to come off like that, but I just thought, okay, yeah, you have to, because they're going to have a one-on-one with Vrabel, and that's going to be talked about. And he's going to give some stock answer.
I didn't even think of that.
Oh, yeah. So in her opening, we should play it. We should, if you could, Robin.
We actually have a Rossini voice memo.
We do.
I don't know why.
Because they said that Vrabel took accountability. And again, I'm not trying to pick on them because they addressed it. But did he? Did he take accountability?
No, he didn't take any accountability.
Bring a dog up to the microphone.
No, but he did the bare minimum when he did it.
Yes.
Because originally, the smug, arrogant response of, this is totally not true, what are you people talking about? That's the everlasting feeling that I have of it. Here's what we're talking about, you creep.
Laughable is what he said.
Yeah, he called it laughable. Yeah, he was very arrogant to where, but pretty, considering that he committed adultery, he really, if you're talking about a sentence for committing adultery, he got a pretty hefty sentence. She did. She did.
Oh, yeah,
she got more because he still has his job and he's still rich.
That's correct. But, and then I want to give a little credit, to Aaron Rodgers. And
he brought it up?
He brought it up. But he brought it up into the angle that it should be discussed, where she was voting. And that's why what bothers me a little bit more about this is Vrabel was in cahoots with her. So it's like these guys are sitting at the bar. Who you voting for? Coach of the year.
No.
That was discussed.
Rossini's as shisty and dirty as anybody that's ever done it.
So is he.
Well, no, I know he is. Because she was used, by the way, knowingly used to put propaganda out there. But the fact that she's able to vote on awards that, guys get bonuses based on MVP and Rookie of the Year and Coach of the Year and all that stuff.
We're talking about Hall of Fame. That falls into that category.
Exactly. And you're dealing with some chick that's banging coaches. Like, give me a break. She is such a creep.
She's on a cruise right now.
No, that was before.
Oh,
all right, here's the Davis Honda text line. We have a voice memo about Rossini. Here it is.
You, Zach in the Northeast. John Marks, where is this 4th of July weekend Diana Rossini story? I've been waiting. It's August now. Where is it?
Huh?
4th of July, Diana Rossini story. Did you say that we were going to learn of a Rossini story?
At some point, I might have said that there was maybe more out there. I mean, I also said that I didn't think Vrabel was going to coach the Patriots this year.
Yeah.
There's been no story that's out there.
And you also definitely have, because I think we both, and I think a lot of us have fallen into the world of, or the category of like, all right, enough is enough. You're following her. Like, we don't want that anymore.
Yeah, no, I said, we both said that.
Yeah, well,
leave her alone on the cruise.
Yeah, leave her alone. Like, we're done with that. But NBC Sports, opening game, they're going to have to address it, and they did last night.
But if there's more videos of them holding hands, walking on the beach or something like that, I like new evidence.
Yeah. We want that.
But stop trailing her around with her family. I don't need you to do that. Yeah. If you want to do, like, the New York Times still has to come out with their investigation, right? She's going to get slammed with that, so that story's not going away. By the way, Zach, if you want to align yourself with that creep Diana Rossini, knock yourself out. I'm going to stay over here. All right?
She's going to be at the link this year. You're going to look up Rossini
doing what?
Just being a fan
in a seat. I would recommend against her attending a game unless she's in disguise.
I won't be shocked if her and the old man are at the game. They're Eagles fans, right?
No, she's not an Eagle fan. She's
He
not from
is.
here. Yeah, he is. You're at the Bonner.
Yeah, bring the kids.
He's in the. Oh yeah, bring the kids too. Yeah, like they're painting the crowd. There's Diana Rossini, former NFL insider.
We don't have the Patriots coming to town, do we?
No.
Sorry.
All right. By the way, Eagles sang "Happy Birthday" to Jalen Hurts at the end of practice today.
Oh, how about that?
All right.
Happy birthday, Jalen.
Happy birthday to Jalen. All right. So and also you were saying to me earlier, and I don't know what this means. Apparently, after the news at noon with the worm, you have some.
Yeah, I got a.
You got something?
Yeah, I got a special prize, special present that I want to hook Jalen Hurts up, and yeah, man, this is pretty big. Well, I want to do it big for number one, for of course QB1 on his 28th birthday. So I'm going to do something pretty big for him. All right, we're talking about a extravaganza. We're talking about fireworks. Butter pecan ice cream. Apparently, that's his favorite flavor. Did you know that?
I love butter pecan ice cream.
Butter pecan.
I don't say pecan.
Yeah, I go pecan.
I think I'm a pecan guy. But I love the ice cream. I was up at
Worm, what do you say? Pecan or pecan?
He looks like a pecan guy.
I feel like if you say pecan, it's pretentious.
He's from Bucks County. They go pecan.
Yeah, it's pecan.
Yeah, it's pecan.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. The pecan sounds hoity. So does crayon, apparently, because my wife says crown.
Crown. So Austin texted. Yeah,
Austin Jones?
Yeah, Austin Jones. He's in the Club Hurts. He's a board member, and he said butter pecan ice cream, and that's his favorite. And
are you a butter?
Dude, I don't think I ever have had that.
It's really sweet vanilla ice cream with the pecan.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, sure, I'm in. Who doesn't like ice cream?
But I don't say toucan, I say toucan. I don't think you would say toucan for the bird, toucan Sam.
Toucan Sam?
Right.
Yeah, toucan.
But I go pecan. But pecan, butter pecan doesn't sound right. Butter pecan rolls off the tongue better.
Well, it's a Raekwon, the chef song, ice cream. And he goes, butter pecan. It's a butter. We got to play that song.
How many times a week do your kids eat ice cream?
My daughter will find. She's the popsicle connoisseur. We have those things. Those Dippin' Dots.
Do we have them because they're an advertiser?
Yeah, the Dippin' Dots are over there in the corner.
Then I'll just say they're over there.
Yeah, but we have Dippin' Dots there too as well. She loves ice cream, of course.
Because we were up to Scoop DeVille on Tuesday night, and I didn't indulge, but man, some of those flavors, Milky Way. Holy crap. My daughter got Milky Way, and I'm like waiting for her not to finish so I can eat it.
So we did it in Avalon And I posted that picture, and people are like, what the hell is that? Did you see this picture? I'll show it to you. The Buccaneer in Avalon, it's where you got to go to get ice cream. We closed up shop. We went. Dude, this thing was a monster. It was a boat. You could literally, take it into the water and just.
And that's what you got?
Oh, dude, I got this, Graham slam. Yeah, look at this thing. Look at this thing. Oh, yeah.
Looks like a banana split on steroids.
Yeah, that's it. But it was s'mores.
Oh.
It was whipped cream with the cherries. Oh, man, fantastic.
All right, coming up, news at noon with the Worm. And I have to imagine it's not very good considering he didn't know that he was working until 6 o'clock this morning.
There's a new celebration in there. It's thanks to one former Philly.
All right.
I like that.
All right. News at noon with Sean Rodman is coming up next. Middays of Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Cam Jurgens gets injured at practice today. I'm Sean Rodman, and Jurgens went into the medical tent and then headed inside after he dealt with an injury. Unknown what that injury is as of now, but we'll keep you updated on anything news related with Cam Jurgens. Devontae Smith and Mekhi Lemon both were not practicing today with hamstring injuries. Good news, though, is Lane Johnson was back at the practice field today after missing multiple practices for personal reasons. Phils now have won 5 out of their last 6, but recently the Phils had a bullpen meeting. Here's Brad Lidge on that meeting.
I like the fact that that happened, and I think that kind of just reaffirms to everybody, hey, listen, we're a unit. We're doing this together. When I come out of the game, the next guy's got to pick me up and so on and so forth. And so when you have kind of a tight, cohesive unit like that, it can go a long way.
Phils are back in action tonight. Wheeler gets the start for the Phils. Jose Soriano gets the start for the Blue Jays. First pitch is at 6:40, and Chase Utley will be inducted into the Phillies Wall of Fame prior to tonight's game. And this update's been brought to you by Verizon. Verizon business experts love small businesses, so they come directly to you on your schedule. With real expertise tailored to your needs, make an appointment with a Verizon business expert. Go to Verizon.com/book today. I'm Sean Rodman on the home of the Sixers, Flyers, and Union, 97.5 The Fanatic and The Fanatic.
use Yacht Rock my attire?
Oh yeah, I did.
All right.
Sweet.
Because I didn't. This was just in my. This was in my wardrobe.
Your algorithm.
Yeah.
Your repertoire.
So I have a bunch of short sleeve ones, and I just I've worn all of them. We're running out on Yacht Rock season, so I wore this today. It's a long sleeve Yacht Rock shirt.
Got a couple more weeks. Well, we got one more week as the show, but Yacht Rock season rolls into. Dude, September is literally the greatest month for the beach. I will argue it till the day I die. It is the best month.
Well, that's hardly a hot take. Of course it is, because it's still warm. There aren't people down there swarming everywhere.
Well, I think I would get arguments because of that. It's dead. It's a ghost town.
Yeah, but everything's still open. I don't know. Like I unfortunately, we never, being in this business, I can't take a week off in September. And you need to do it when your kids aren't old enough to be in school.
Correct.
So if you have a 4-year-old that's not in kindergarten yet, you can take a week off if you're able to do it with my work. We can't do it.
Yeah, we did that for like 4 years in a row.
So I was never able to do even October. Beginning of October is great down the shore.
We got the Irish weekend, right? Isn't that Wildwood? Yeah, I think. You're not a big Irish weekend guy.
I am not a big Irish weekend.
That's surprising. I would have thought you'd been
in Wildwood. Yeah,
buck wild in Wildwood.
Yeah, that's maybe when I was 19. That'd be something I did. No, I never did that. I know this, but you know why it's good? Because Ocean City does the same thing, and I'm sure the other short towns do as well. They have the different weekends every weekend or in the fall because a lot of people come down for them. So the businesses are able to be open and make money and whatever. So it's just not because the only thing you can do down the shore is June, July, and August, and really July and August. And what the hell's the point?
Yeah,
running a business down there. So you still get some. When I worked down at the Delaware beaches, and I just lived down there in the summer, I would come down on some of the weekends to Rehoboth to work because they'd be like, hey, can you come down and work? We're really busy. I forget what the weekends were. Similar to the Irish weekend or whatever. So
Irish weekend this year, September 25th, 27th, 2026, Irish Fall Festival in Wildwood.
Does Petrilli go down to that? I know he's not Irish.
God. He's probably on a float. And not even he's probably pulling the float. That's what it is. They hook it up to him and he just
drags it.
Yeah, he drags it.
Are you an Irish weekend guy there?
I've never been down for Irish weekend, no.
No?
Never been down. Probably should go down.
What do you do, Worm?
What do I do?
Yeah.
That could be just a mystery.
Jesus. I don't think it's anything fun, that's for sure. He's a furry.
No, I go...
Are you a furry?
I'm not a furry.
That's the rumor.
Oh, okay.
That's
fun.
But no.
As you get older, you start to experiment with different things. You should have saw this device I stumbled into the other day. Oh, my God. There's motors on it everywhere.
A device?
Yeah, a device. Yeah, you should have saw this thing.
Hey, Ray.
Yeah. I mean, you got to have a device.
You do?
Yeah.
I need more information on what kind of device this is.
Where does this device go?
You know, devices. Yeah, devices. Sure.
Where did you stumble into this device?
My algorithm.
Oh, okay. I thought you were.
I'm online, man.
I thought maybe you were in adult world in Collegeville.
That's where you would have found this device, sure. Look, we were talking about Cooter Maxing yesterday.
Yeah, but why would that be in your algorithm?
Maybe I was searching for devices one time.
No, the words came out of your mouth and
Yes.
all of a sudden the phone knows it?
I swear to you, the other day, you know how many ads I'm getting now from the cool, what was that tent I talked about on the beach? The Coco.
No, the
pop-up
Cool
tent.
Cabana.
Cool Cabana, thank you. Show's over, boom. I got out, it was in my
brother-in-law Pete has the Ray-Ban Meta glasses.
Yeah.
Sunglasses. And I wore them. Actually, I was on the beach and I did the interview with the sunglasses.
They sounded great, man.
Well, that's what he said. I mean, it's unbelievable, and they're not that expensive.
Yeah, that's
so the one. And I talked about them. Now I'm going to have to buy them just so they stop and leave me alone.
You sounded great because I was like, was that the microphone on the glasses?
Yep,
that's incredible.
And like the mic, not only that, but the headphones are in the ears, and it sounds like I have legitimate professional headphones on.
Yeah,
I was on a windy beach.
Yeah, you sounded really clear, and I was just like, I can't believe that's what and I said I might have to actually buy them because of that.
And Pete, we did the water slide the one day. We did in Ocean City. We went to the water park, and he's wearing them so he can video going down on the water slide. I'm like, dude, you're gonna you're gonna get submerged.
Yeah,
he got submerged.
He got submerged. Did they die?
They dried out.
Okay,
so he was okay.
Yeah, I just think that it's a lot of work because if I I'll wear them, but to do the video and the cut and the edit and all that.
I need regular glasses because the sunglasses I can't wear all the time.
Yeah, you're right.
Anyway. All right. Let's get to the news at noon with the worm. What do we got?
Oh, yeah. Got to come up. I'll come up with a new one to close us out next week.
Welcome to Ray's life. There's no turning back.
Hey, Ray.
Mad Dog's losing his mind. And Big Skip Bayless with another take. Phillies blow a lead. Sixers spark the bait. Somebody's got a podcast with another terrible take. Everybody wants the
News at
with Ray Dunn.
With Ray Dunn.
How about that? Not with Ray Dunn, who is here, by the way.
All right. Well, let's start off with the Giants, the San Francisco Giants. I don't know if you guys saw we all saw Harrison Bader getting that scooter incident, but they are now commemorating him, I guess you should say, with a celebration on a double. Daniel Susac hit a double yesterday, and, well, here's his celebration afterwards when he got to second base safely.
Daniel Susac for the Giants, who are down 2-0. Susac first pitch swing and a line drive into left center field. That's a hit. Carter cuts it off backhand style. Susac's going to test him. The throw is offline, and Susac hustles his way into a double.
Rides the motorcycle or maybe scooter. I don't know.
No, we're going motorcycle. Scooters are off limits right now with the Giants.
Wow.
So that's a troll job, right? I mean, I couldn't imagine that's supporting the player.
Something strikes me that they liked Bader a lot. But here's my issue. This is a team that is concentrating too much on damn celebrations, and they're 48 and 67. Remember they were doing the thump where they were bumping cups out in the outfield? That was Bader. He's a moron. I'm glad
he is a moron.
Yeah,
it was a great move not to bring him back.
Bona fide moron.
No, so Worm, do you think it's a troll job? Or
I thought it was more a celebration. Like Sean said, with all the celebrations they did in the outfield earlier, everybody was laughing about it. I feel like Bader's a guy that everybody really likes. Kind of wherever he goes, they liked him here in Philly.
No, so Bader laughed.
Oh, he's on the bench.
The camera caught Bader getting a chuckle. Does that mean he's getting paid again? They suspended his pay.
And he's on the bench. Yeah, look at him. There he is. Yeah, they're all laughing.
So just to recap, these losers are having fun with a celebration where one of their teammates completely unprofessionally was drunk, allegedly, and ran his scooter at 2 o'clock in the morning in the back of a fire truck, who then ran over his foot, and now he's not going to be able to come back from the same injury. And then another loser team, the Mets, have a 29-year-old rookie pitcher that gets a strikeout, and he celebrated like he won the World Series.
He literally jumps up in the air after every strike. He does it like after pitches. It's weird.
It's like the Savannah Bananas.
Very Savannah Banana-ish.
And
yeah.
I'm not telling you that there shouldn't be more energy in baseball and flipping bats is bad or anything like that, because I don't believe that. But, I mean, geez, if I was on the other team, because then they were mocking him. If I was on the other team, I would have been like, what, you're a loser. I get it's your first strikeout, whatever. Like, really, you're going to jump up like that and do a split?
Yeah.
Whatever the hell he was doing. No, these Giants are losers, and Harrison Bader's a loser, too. And this guy that hit a double is a loser. Daniel Susac riding a scooter.
Yeah, they're terrible. That's going to be a long August and September for that team.
Good.
But have fun.
Good. All right, Worm.
All right. Well, the News and Noon's meant for podcasts, and we go to the Pablo Torre Finds Out podcast, where we have an update from the Kawhi Leonard scandal. I don't know if you guys saw this, but apparently there is a new company linked. Dacatronics is a Balmer-linked crisis firm that is now being linked to Kawhi Leonard as well.
This is something that I initially heard on the phone from the first high-level source I've been talking to for the last 11 months.
This was talked about just openly within the organization and from people working on the project that Kawhi was a spokesperson for Daktronics. And it was just the biggest thing. It was just openly joked about within people working on the project that knew about this, as it was 1,000% a way to circumvent the salary cap.
And over months of vetting, the second high-level Clippers source.
I just thought that, one, the voice was perfect.
The voice
that we had to get that in there as well. But
great work by you.
But that another company linked to Kawhi Leonard.
So this is you can compare this to the mobster that has a no-show job at the Waste Management, so he gets benefits and he gets a salary for doing nothing, or the football player back in the day when you weren't supposed to be getting paid that has a job at the car dealership but he doesn't show up because a booster's trying to pay him.
Yep.
This is that. Now, see, here's my question. Can you really prove that he wasn't doing stuff for this company? There's obviously a lot going on because the NBA, they hired this outside law firm to do the investigation like a year plus ago, and they're still doing it.
Yep. That's the issue. The owners control everything, and he is a pretty big owner. So I think you have to face the music eventually. I'm just wondering when. But Pablo continues to connect the dots to what exactly you're saying, to the point that he is showing of all these connections, and he's not doing a damn thing, yet he is still getting the check, yet he's still filing the taxes, yet his uncle. It was his uncle, all that. Like, it's all connected. So, and remember, if I'm not mistaken, Kawhi Leonard was one of the first when it comes to load management. So here's a guy who was, I'm going to load manage myself and take games off, but yet I'm working all these other jobs at the same damn time.
But you remember when there was the signing process and it was talked about the uncle being involved, and it seemed like he was really shiesty. Go figure I doubt Kawhi is the one that's making all these deals behind the scenes. And who knows how much if this was the Clippers, or the Clippers were like, all right, how can we get this done? They want extra money and they wanted the player. I don't know. I'll be curious to see what actually happens when it's all said and done. Does Kawhi get suspended for a year? Do the Clippers lose? What do they do to Ballmer? What do they do to the Clippers? It's pretty fair to say that this is going on. It's a matter of what can you prove, and it seems like the Bomber's leaning on that part of it. Like, hey, I got a lot of money. It's not about what actually happened. It's what you can prove. The circumstantial evidence doesn't mean anything.
No, you're right. But Pablo continues to kick the tires and dig, and he's finding out more and more, and loose lips sink ships, and he's got people inside the organization, as you just heard. Pablo's doing it. He is the real deal. He won that Pulitzer for this, so, I tip my cap to him because he's definitely not making fans.
He's definitely done a lot of important work, like Belichick's 25-year-old girlfriend following them around.
Yeah.
Very good. That was important to me.
He's got some dumb stuff mixed in, but I think that's fine.
No, it's great. No, he's great. I'm not even ripping him.
Well, somebody said to him, because he does do NBC, so he is a liberal, and somebody said to him yesterday, oh, yeah, you only go after one side. And then he posted the picture of the Pulitzer Award to the guy that said it, because Ballmer is obviously a Democrat. He's a left. Yeah, I think he is. I think he's registered. So it's like, wait a minute, hold up. I'm going after this guy right here.
Yeah, I don't think Pablo necessarily discriminates when he's trying to dig.
I think he's more into the sports world. So it's like, if it's a sports topic and there's something juicy there, that's
I thought he was going to dig on Rossini. He tweeted something out. That was his buddy.
I don't know, Jim.
Yeah. So let's.
Yeah, I know.
Let's see how objective he really is.
Well, I can't wait till Kawhi stuffs him in a locker, though, because that's gonna happen.
That may happen. Good stuff there, Worm. What else you have?
Lastly, we have the Purdue athletic director setting a new standard for Purdue and Purdue football. And, well, I don't know if he's comparing the correct school he should be.
Every recruit, every current student athlete will hear this message repeatedly. We are here to win championships. If you don't want to win championships, go to Indiana.
I don't know why it's going after
What
Indiana, who just
the
won.
hell was that?
I don't
He
know.
obviously didn't mean to say Indiana, or he was thinking about a different sport.
Well, IUP? Was he thinking about that one?
Indiana University of Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I just like, are you a moron?
Lacrosse do they not have a good lacrosse program?
Dude, Indiana, and tell you what, Signetti, he don't back down. He's ready to go. I'm not going to bet against them.
That's a good Very good program.
He's got a great program going right now. Of course, national championship last year. They're the real deal. So I'm a Signetti fan. All he does is win. But that was crazy. I could not believe he said that. Like, dude, what are you?
Could you sound dumber than saying that?
Again, Jalen Brown won the press conference. That guy clearly did not.
Idiot. All right. Good job there, Worm, on short notice.
Word.
He didn't know he was working. What time did you come in today?
I was in around 5:30.
So you thought you were working?
Yeah.
You were APing Associate Producer Mornings.
Correct. I showed up, and I was here, and then Shukri walked in and was like, "What are you doing here?" And then I thought I was being moved over to YouTube, and then next he said Austin was in the parking lot, and then I knew one of us was wrong, and turned out it was me.
All right, there you go. And then and then Rodman's like, "Oh, you guys want a Phillies guest today?" And it's like, "Oh, so Ray didn't tell you about Brad Lidge being on the program. Great job."
Hey, Ray.
Ray's here, by the way.
1 foot out the door, Jim.
Well, I mean, honestly, I expected more of Ray, but let's also be honest about something. He's never particularly good when he's doing TV or he's not going to be on. It's almost like, there's a lot of times there haven't been good instructions given to his replacement.
No, yeah.
And this is another case of, this is an egregious case of it.
Oh, this is. Yeah,
but it's on Rodman that he didn't know he was working.
Yeah, Rodman, you take a little bit of a piece of the.
No, and Vito.
Oh, there's blame to go around.
Yeah, there's blame to go around. Vito puts the schedule out, but you need to be, on top of it.
Plenty of blame pie to be served up.
Speaking of blame, so tell me what this is, Rodman. Dave Dombrowski was on Jason Stark's podcast, Starkville.
Yeah. So it starts out with Doug Glanville, and he's talking about the blame between him and Harper and that whole situation, and then
so Jason asks him about
Glanville.
Oh, it's Glenn. Okay, so Glanville asked Dave Dombrowski about the situation with Bryce Harper and the offseason stuff.
It's actually more so the trade deadline stuff.
Okay.
With the glove stuff.
So is this question in there, what we have? All right, so here it is.
One thing that's fascinating to me is what's different about communication between front office, leadership, and the players, because you even cited that, Bryce Harper publicly stated something in the media about willing to move, and that became evidence and information for you to go on. I know Harper and between you and Mattingly, you've had conversations and sometimes tension around it. So I'm wondering how that plays into your calculus.
I mean, guys when they say things, they're so much more emotional. And I've encouraged Bryce, and I know people said that. I talked to Bryce after that, but I talked to him on Saturday. He said, I didn't mean, that wasn't a personal comment. I just felt we needed a help. And I said, I get it. And I've encouraged Bryce, and believe me, Bryce and a couple other players on our club at times. What's really different is they've texted me with their ideas at times. I'm glad that they're engaged. And you have to remember, from a leadership perspective, you always can say no.
All right, so it seems like Bryce maybe in the conversation said, hey, man, listen, I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to – because he reads what's said out there, and he get criticized for it.
Oh, yeah.
And the criticism was you're throwing your teammates under the bus. This is because your relationship with Dave Dombrowski. You're trying to throw him under the bus. The fact that they had that conversation on Saturday and Bryce addressed it with him because he obviously felt bad the way it was being portrayed.
Sure.
Is a really, really good thing.
I'm Team Bryce. This dude does, he walks the walk, talks the talk, walks the walk, right? And here is another example, and especially where it's about winning a championship. That's all he wants to do is win a championship. Sure, he wants to look good. He's got all the dumb stuff that comes with him. That's fine. I don't care. As long as you're producing at the plate and being somewhat of a leader, because that's what's needed with that contract. So I think he's checking all the boxes. It's obviously his team. It's his clubhouse. And the fact that Dombrowski comes out and says that too, I got to tip my cap to Dombrowski. He's been very under the radar. He can come out and say something dumb like Don Mattingly did. But every single time that you put the microphone in his face, he doesn't say, all right, yeah.
I think we have a good club.
Yeah, but he does club talk.
Yeah, he does that. And then the whole... We had L.A. beat until the...
Oh, no, he totally butchered the end of the season.
He did do that.
But, when he talks, he's normally very good at talking. Dave, and it actually cost him at the press conference, because he was being too honest when you can't be that honest. And he didn't realize what he was saying was going to sound as bad as it did.
Oh, gotcha, at the end of the season with the elite.
He was just up there talking because what did he say? What did he really say?
Yeah.
Bryce wasn't playing at an elite level. He was playing, he was a good player, but he wasn't playing at the Bryce Harper MVP elite level. You can't say it. And he did.
Yeah.
And also the lack of urgency. But anyway, normally when he talks, he's a good talker, and he likes doing it too. So, whatever.
Yeah.
Go get some good players, Dave.
That's it. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters right now to me. All right, well there you go. Good job by the Worm, and good job by the Bryce. The Bryce said he was sorry to Dave. You know what? And that's good because he obviously felt like, and guys like Bill Colarulo and all you Bryce Harper haters out there, that's like, oh, well the players, he threw the players under the bus. No, like if it doesn't happen, now the players will be like, but we're not good enough because Bryce told us. Oh, shut up. He put Dave Dombrowski, and I guess he didn't knowingly do it. He was just being honest in almost like a vulnerable spot where they just had lost. They were reeling as a team. Like they couldn't win games, and he's answering a question being like, yeah, we need help. We need help all over. So if it wasn't motivated to try to motivate Dave Dombrowski in ownership, like he said, hey, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to put you in a bad spot.
Well, we keep it rolling here, baby. And tonight, right back at it, Blue Jays coming to town, but Zach Wheeler on the mound. -210. Monster favorites these days.
Love it. All right, coming up, Sean, I don't know what this is.
Yes, this is big time.
But you have promised some type of special surprise for Jalen Hurts' birthday.
I put it on my back because for number one, I got to do big things because that's all he does on the field, John Marks. He does big things. Jalen Hurts, 28th birthday, Super Bowl MVP. Well, I'm rolling out something for him that I think he's going to get a kick out.
I didn't know it was his birthday till I saw Club Hurts on Instagram.
That's what we do.
Put it out there.
That's what we do.
All right. Big surprise for Jalen Hurts' birthday. I can't wait to see what this is. Middays with Marks, 97.5.
like any of.
I like sailing.
I just, it's too slow.
A little slow. This is more soft rock than yacht rock. And we're not ripping you, Rodman, because this is known as a yacht rock.
Our guy SJK checked in. He's got a couple requests.
We got
As it opens up, I can get down with that.
this is good.
Yeah.
It's just too slow getting to it.
I'm not a Christopher Cross guy. But the great SJK, he checked in. And he has a few here as I'm trying to find. Oh, here we go. Give Me the Night by George Benson is a solid one, and Hey 19 by Steely Dan. Of course, he throws out the Seals and Croft, which is it's a
Yeah,
banger.
Steely Dan's definitely, it's a different genre of yacht rock than this.
Yeah. Oh, also shout out to SJK, who is the Stateside Live DJ. He said it's going to be a scene down there this evening. So if you have tickets to the Phillies game, it's Phillies Alumni Night and WWE Friday Night SmackDown at Xfinity Mobile Arena.
Yep, I'll be there for it.
Who's your go-to wrestler that you're going tonight?
Hulk Hogan.
Oh, that's Brutus the Barber Beefcake there.
Special Delivery Jones. SD Jones is my favorite wrestler, if he's still alive. No, I don't know. I don't. When I see what's the other wrestling? We have big Jalen Hurts thing coming up. What's the other wrestling league that they have? Not the NWA.
AEW?
AEW.
You're a wrestling fan, aren't you?
Nope.
Okay.
How'd you know about AEW?
I have a bunch of friends that are very big wrestling fans.
Really?
So,
That's
like,
the big one.
in college, we would all go over. I have no idea what's happening, and they're playing, but I'm just there to have a couple beers.
I used to watch wrestling 25 years ago or 30 years ago, but like when I see because I'm in the algorithm on Instagram, right? I get nothing and Facebook. I get nothing but wrestling videos all the time, and I love it. But the AEW, when I see these guys, it's like, all right, like I can't get I don't know who any of these guys are. At least with the WWE guys, I know some of them. The AEW guys aren't. I don't know. Like Sting still, I think, is in AEW. He's 70 years old.
Oh, God. I saw a video of Ric Flair the other day. He got handed a watch.
Oh, he's a mess.
He got handed a watch that I guess he got for a match against Shawn Michaels, and that was the retirement. And the guy got the Rolex, and he hands it to him, and he gives it to him, and Ric Flair just starts crying right there.
Did he pawn it on the spot? Or?
Yeah, probably. I hung with Ric Flair a couple years ago.
I'm sure he's a really classy guy.
He was funny.
I'm sure he was drunk too. Every time you hear about Ric Flair, he's drunk.
Dude, that was the craziest. It was when WrestleMania was here, and we did a show from Xfinity or from Stateside Live, Xfinity Live those days, and we were up in that top booth, the Curado booth all the way up inside. John, I'm kidding you. I have a picture. Like everybody, it was the craziest thing I've ever been a part of my life in my career. Everybody was turned around with their pictures, and here's Ric Flair standing next to us with the microphone. We're holding it up. And, what is this world right now that Ric Flair is right next to me? Everyone's got their their camera phones out taking pictures. Oh, it was unbelievable.
Woo! At least he embraces the woo.
Oh, he was embracing a lot more than the woo that day. That's for damn sure. Flair.
You think maybe there's some sexual harassment complaints on Ric Flair?
Unfortunately, yes. That's the issue with him. But, it was a good time.
All right, so, Sean, I did not know this today. Bad on me. Today is Jalen Hurts' birthday, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it is. And, John, as you just said, it's just not another Friday here in Philly. Today, August 7th, 2026. We recognize one of the most important birthdays on the Philadelphia sports calendar, the man that has delivered us an MVP, a Lombardi trophy, a parade down Broad Street. So I said, you know what? Butter pecan ice cream, that doesn't get the job done. Maybe a Club Hurts t-shirt. He doesn't need that. So instead, I took it upon myself, and I'm changing the name of the station. John, hit me, Rodman.
Today, we're celebrating the birthday of QB1, Jalen Hurts. And around here, a simple happy birthday just isn't enough. So for one day only, 97.5 The Fanatic is unofficially...
All right, Rodman, we got to do this over.
No.
It's got you got to be able to hear it.
Yeah, what's going on there?
Is that not in the system?
Oh, no.
It is in the system. That was as loud as it was going, though. Let me see if I can get it in Vox Pro.
Oh! Pump it over to Vox Pro, Rodman. Let's go. Around here, I tell you what.
Yeah, that's loud enough.
I took it upon myself, John, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna do it. Fire it up, Rodman. Let's go.
Today,
there we go.
We're celebrating the birthday of QB1, Jalen Hurts. And around here, a simple happy birthday just isn't enough. So for one day only, 97.5 The Fanatic is unofficially changing its name. Welcome to 97.5 The Jalen. All Jalen, all day. Happy birthday, QB1. From your people at Club Hurts.
That's right.
Hold on. It says unofficially. Does that mean unauthorized?
Well, what I mean, define unauthorized.
Well, 97.5 LeBron was authorized by the program director.
Yes.
Is 97.5 the Jalen authorized by the program director?
No, technically no. I haven't talked to Scott. But if I know Scott like I think I know him, he's all right with that. No, I kid. Having some fun, yes. Having some fun, so we're doing it.
So is this for Unfiltered as well?
Oh, yeah. Ricky's got to say it every single break. Bill does as well, even into the weekends.
I'm gonna text Scott right now because I'm not calling this station 97.5 Jalen if that's not what it is.
The Jalen, sir.
The Jalen.
And it's the Jalen. Make sure you put a little stank on it.
It's like WNBC.
You're not saying it right.
The Jalen.
There it is.
All right, listen. All right.
The Jalen. In honor of his birthday. Let's go.
All right, so earlier in the show, Jalen Hurts was put on top of the Mount Rushmore by the Philadelphia Eagle Mount Rushmore by Sean Brace.
Yeah.
Now, this is a modern-day Rushmore, Mount Rushmore. We're not going 1980 until now. We'll include 1980. Not that it matters, probably, but 1980. So the Chuck Payton-Erics and some of the old-school guys, you're in a different Mount Rushmore.
That means Harold could be in.
He's not, but yes, it would mean that he would be.
Where does he rank? Is he a top 10? He's got to be top 10. He's a Hall of Famer.
He is a Hall of Famer.
You know how many Hall of Famers did
But he also, I think the majority of his Eagles career was prior, not majority, but his best years were in the 70s.
Okay.
And you can't look at his stats and be like, oh, that's all he did, because it was a much different league. Less games.
14 years with the Birds. Or no, 13 years with the Birds.
One with the Cowboys.
With the Cowboys. I don't think I knew that.
Yeah. Huh. Yep. Unfortunately, it's like Randall. Randall was a Cowboy.
Yeah, he didn't play much for the Cowboys. Played two games.
Yeah, listen, I love Hal Carmichael can be in any list for me.
Dude, you go down there and practice right now. Like, even to this day, he's still there. I saw somebody take a picture of him. He's a big dude.
Yeah, he's the man.
Big dude.
He's a great dude. Yep. He really is. So Jalen Hurts, Brian Dawkins, Jason Kelsey, and then you had Donovan McNabb on your Mount Rushmore.
Number 5 will always love you.
Yeah, well, that's silly. But anyway.
He's a great quarterback for this organization, John. And you think about it, all the success that Andy Reid has had, he's got to look back at his time with Donovan and say, you know what, I learned a lot. So, I mean, all the success that...
Hold on.
Yeah.
What? Hold on. Like, I was trying to connect the wires there for a second. I'm like, did he just say that Andy Reid looks back and
yes,
and you think Donovan?
You think about the success that Andy Reid is having with Patrick Mahomes. I think Andy would say, yeah, there was a lot of the reasons why I'm having this success is because of what I was able to do with Don McNabb. Yeah, I do. I think
you can't even keep a straight face. Shut up. Davis Honda text line.
He was a great quarterback.
Voice memo 610-632-0975. And he went through a short period of time that he was a great quarterback. But I think it should be stated just how good of a player he was coming out of college, because he wasn't the best coming out. He wasn't the most polished passer, but the dude was just good, man. And he really developed himself as a quarterback, and he became a very good quarterback. He's not a Hall of Famer. He should never have had his number retired. But, I mean, he was really, really good. They don't have that kind of success without Donovan McNabb in those years. Now, he also washed out pretty quick. When he got bad, he got bad.
Yeah, look, I mean, McNabb was it was a fun period in Eagles history, right? You do think of just winning the division year after year after year, being dominating. And, in order to get to an NFC championship game, most of the time you had to win 2. 2 games to get there, right, in the playoffs. So there were some playoff wins. I know he's got a 9-7
Oh, no,
playoff record.
you're going to win a lot of games to get to the NFC Championship game where you lost.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, no, Donovan was a really good quarterback. He was. And it sounds like I'm being mean.
Also, how many of those NFC Championship games that he lost, the 3, can you play split? Was it 4 because that one counts too against
3 in a row and then the Arizona.
But
game.
I'm talking
he
about,
was bad early and then he was good late
because the Rams wasn't his fault. He got hurt in the Panthers game, correct?
Yeah, that wasn't his fault. That was kind of a cheap shot.
What's the other one I'm thinking of? I'm losing.
Well, it's the Bucks game.
Yeah, there you go.
Rams, Bucks, Panthers.
Which, I don't want to bring that one up for you because I know that one hurts, but that was his fault.
Yeah, but they wanted to. But no, by the way, like for all no one wants to talk bad on Brian Dawkins. Defenses came up small in a lot of these games too. It wasn't just Donovan. Andy Reid came up small in these games. If you remember, Andy Reid against better coordinators would come up small. I remember in that Tampa Bay game, John Runyon on the sideline was pissed because he's saying, run the ball, run the ball, run the ball. And in big games like that, Andy wasn't at his best either. So
Kiffin was
Bonnie Kiffin, right.
Yeah.
No, you can't. This isn't just about Donovan, and I won't let it become just about Donovan in those games. But when you're the quarterback, when you lose, you take the blame. You're paid the money to be celebrated when you win, unless you're Jalen, and when you lose, you take the majority of the blame. And so that's what you get. And Donovan gets it. But there was you could have blamed a lot of players on those teams for coming up small.
Oh, yeah. No, you're right about that. And there were some great, you think about those teams that they went up against. Now, John Fox wasn't a great head coach, but he was a great
coordinator.
Yeah, he was a pretty good coordinator, and he was with the Carolina Panthers.
Well, and he used to own Andy. Early Giants,
Yep.
He owned Andy.
He was with the Giants.
When he was the defensive coordinator. No, and that game against the Panthers, no, they gave it to the Eagles that day. And Donovan did get hurt.
Who the hell was the Rams defensive coordinator? That was way too soon. That was original.
That was Lovie Smith.
Get out.
Yeah.
Man, throwbacks. It's a Friday flashback.
Yeah, that was no one expected the Eagles to get there that year, and they did. But they also had an opportunity. They had the lead in that game.
Yeah, that was a crazy game.
All right, so if Donovan's on the 20, any of the Super Bowl teams, do they have a Super Bowl?
Everyone's going to tell you yes.
I would say no. Why?
How dominant the team was against the Kansas City Chiefs.
Not the Chiefs. We saw what he did against Tom Brady.
McNabb can't hand it off to Saquon Barkley.
Tom Brady. The first one.
Okay, 20. Yeah.
Oh, stop it. They get blown out in that game.
17, he loses.
Right.
I'm with you. Doesn't win the first one against the Chiefs, regardless. They didn't win either. That previous one, I think 90% of the people would say yes.
All right.
Do you disagree?
No.
It takes a shot at my guys, so I'm not trying to put it out there.
I don't disagree, but I'm not happily agreeing. If that makes sense.
That team was good.
All right, we got some texts and stuff on the Mount Rushmore stuff. 610-632-0975. That's the phone number. That is the number to the Davis Honda text line. And remember, you can send the voice memo on the Davis Honda text line. Just include your name and location and occupation. Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Monday, August 17th, we bring you the new 97.5 The Fanatic lineup. 6 a.m. to 10 a.m., Marks and Salciunas with John Marks and Andrew Salciunas. 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., Brace and Dunn with Sean Brace and Ray Dunn, produced by Connor Thomas. 2 p.m. to 6 p.m., Unfiltered with Ricky Bo and Bill Colarulo. Same Philly heart, same Philly energy. The best sports talk in Philly is right here.
we will break it. Something must be done about thinking so bad you're not done. So rip the mic, rip the stage, rip the system. I was born.
Middays with Marks here, 97.5 The Fanatic. Sean Brace, Sean the Worm Rodman on the other side of the glass. Coming back to some Rage Against the Machine. Of course, John Marks in the building, running around here in a second. And you know what, John, as we come back to Rage Against the Machine, I'm dealing with something in my backyard. Could I just ask you a question?
Yeah.
What's going on with these data centers?
I don't know anything about them. I know what you're saying, but you were telling me today.
It's a big deal in Plymouth Meeting, King of Prussia area. It's 5. I just read an article this morning because they had a forum last night at a local high school where, dude, 99% of the people in attendance are saying no, and you got this smug developer who I'll keep his name off the air, but like there's videos out there, and this guy, he is literally a cartoon villain, bro. He's sitting in the chair and he's like, who are these people to tell me? Like all he's missing is a cat that he's stroking on his lap and a big fat cigar. And this is the one guy that's saying yes, and everybody else is saying no. So I just asked this question, and I would love people to hit me up on social media. Do that. DM me, anything you have to. Like, is there a data center in America that is already constructed that we can go off of and say, hey, when it comes to debris or ruining the drinking water or air pollution, like none of that's happening? Is there no data centers that are constructed in this country? They want to put 5 in the King of Prussia area. Like, whoa, dude. How about we start with 1? Like, let's all agree that technology, and that's the thing too. I know I'm a little all over the place here. Yeah. That's another thing too, is we got to look ourselves in the mirror. Because this is a lot has to do with social media. A lot has to do with the AI, the meta, all that nonsense.
Right.
So if we continue to use this at the clip that we are, we got to look ourselves in the mirror because that's what produces it. And again, I have a lot to learn with this topic, but dude, they're talking about putting 5 in the area, in our backyard. And it's just like, wait a minute. How about we work with 1? Let's start with 1 and we'll go from there.
Yeah, I have no idea about the topic. I don't know if it's unfriendly to the environment or what it. Like, I know when I see power lines, I'm not buying a house because my power lines are in the backyard because that's obviously not healthy. But
yeah,
I don't know.
Well, it's like the 49ers practice facility,
right? Huh. Well, what's the movie with? There was the movie with what's
Poltergeist?
No, not talking about. Julia Roberts, Aaron Brockovich.
Oh, that's a great movie.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
Yeah. And she's actually outspoken on this.
Yep.
Again, I am not saying no. I just think we need to learn more before we say, you know what, let's go ahead and say 5 over here.
Rodman, how do you feel about data centers? Are you against them?
I mean, I don't really know a lot about them. I know that
nobody does.
Supposed to use a lot of water or something. I don't know a lot about it.
You would like to believe that they can figure something out, that they don't have to use the water and they can continue to like recycle water that they have. Like, I'm sure there's technologies out there and that's fine. Hey man, this isn't a one-way deal because I believe Governor Shapiro was thumbs up on this stuff. So when it comes to politics, you think about where he is. He's a Democrat, governor of our fine Commonwealth. And I know that I've read stuff about him being plus on it. So it's like, I'm not saying I'm a no, but I'm a sure as hell no at this guy leading.
Cooling massive server arrays requires millions of gallons of water, which can strain local water tables, particularly in drought-prone areas.
It affects everybody.
Large cooling fans and backup diesel generators generate constant disruptive noise and local air emissions that lower nearby quality of life. So if they do this in King of Prussia, you'd be using, you would be polluting the air, essentially.
Yeah. Nobody wants that. And apparently they're the one is like right next to a golf course. Like, dude, there's some nice golf courses up there. I'm sure those members ain't signing off on that.
Yeah, good. Let's stick them on golf courses as far as I'm concerned. How about that, Robin?
No.
Data centers go on each hole.
No.
Are you a golf snob, too?
I don't know if I'm as big of a snob as Sean, but...
He's a golf snob.
He's a golf fan. He's not a golf snob. You're all golf snobs.
But I would say I'm a...
The fact that Sean brought up, and they're by golf courses.
Yes.
Like, oh, my God. How would you put it? They're noisy.
It's a game. You got to be quiet.
You sounds like such a dick saying that. They're noisy.
Yeah, I'm
and
not
they're
worried
putting
about
them by golf
I'm not
courses.
worried about the pollution,
Sorry.
the contamination of the water, the fish growing 3 eyeballs like Springfield. I'm worried about whether or not my tea is going to be disrupted. Oh my goodness,
Right, it's awesome.
Sorry,
great job, but no, it's awesome. I mean, it's better than. It's such a golf take. It really is.
I mean, look at this guy. This guy's just needs to be stroking a cat with a big old cigar in his mouth.
Yeah, no, he looks like he knows he's killing people and he doesn't care.
He's a developer.
Right. All right, there you go.
Smug.
Hey, well, I mean, we were going to break down the linebacker position for the Eagles, but we did data centers instead.
I think we're good.
Let's go to Scott. Scott's calling from Philly. Scott wants to talk about the Eagles. What's up, Scotty boy?
How you doing? I haven't called in quite some time. So
Why not?
I don't want to disclose too much because I want to get in trouble, but I work very, very closely with the Eagles.
Oh.
And I'm sitting there, in like the players' tunnel.
So your security for the Eagles. What's your last name, Scott? We know your security. What's your last name?
I'm not security.
Okay.
I'm not
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Go
more
ahead.
important than security.
All right, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
But every single time I interact with Cooper DeJean, it's something negative. It's something negative. Think about everything that Philly's done for Cooper DeJean, and I keep on going online, and I keep on hearing about how nasty he's treating the fans.
Really?
To be fair, when you walk up to the guy, he's fine. Your first interaction could be fine. He's a little hesitant, but whatever, I get it. You're living your life and people are walking up to you. But then, treating everyone like they're the help, that's where it gets me.
All right, so you're going to have to be a little bit more specific. You're saying online you're hearing this. Are you on Facebook and people are saying, like, at restaurants and bars or stuff, he's a diva?
I'm talking about, like, Instagram. Like, yeah, I get it, being, like, annoyed at the bar. But at the end of the day, you're in the best city in the world right now. You're in Philly. There's not fans like Philly. You do not have more dedicated fans than Philly fans. And you just got to embrace it. You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, I mean, so, like, I would say that 99.9% of the people out there don't know what you're talking about with Cooper DeJean, including me. And Scott, like, I'm not saying, by the way, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying, like, has Cooper last year, and I'm assuming it's this year, were the Eagles maybe concerned that he's everywhere all the time? Yeah, I'd be concerned. You win a Super Bowl, you gain a certain celebrity, you enjoy it. Why else have it unless you enjoy it if that's natural?
If I could just read between the lines, I think he's saying where Coop doesn't want to be bothered. Coop walks through. People are like, Cooper DeJean, and he just keeps his head down and keeps moving.
Okay.
I've seen that happen before. At the end of the day, it does not bother me. These guys are attacked when they go out into the regular general pop, G-pop, as I say. And, they handle it to each their own. Coop, from everything that I've heard from behind the scenes, good dude.
I haven't heard anything bad.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything bad.
That's for sure.
I heard he was in the DMs like 2 years ago.
I bet.
He fills it up. And then, you saw girls actually post him, too. I mean, that doesn't bother me. He's a young, good-looking dude.
Do you think he's the first athlete forget about Philadelphia, anywhere that's enjoying the celebrity with women?
No, he's doing well. But
jeez, look at the Flyers for the last 40 years.
He was just
sure.
He did something. He did like this autograph deal, and I saw him walk through, and there's this one Eagle fan that was ranting on social media like, Cooper DeJean didn't even nod at me, and I'm like, who are you?
Shut up, nerd.
Yeah, like, does he have to? He keeps his head down and he walks to where he needs to go. Like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you're at some autograph thing, sure, it'd be great if he acknowledged you or said hi. But if you're butthurt because you're some fanboy that goes to an autograph thing and he didn't give you what you wanted, like, all right, then that's you. I don't know what to tell you.
And it sounds like Scott has got a little inside information being down there, so maybe he sees a little bit more. That's fine. But the way he was breaking it down for us.
No, and by the way, maybe he isn't very good with things like that.
Yeah,
I'm not
sure.
telling you that's wrong. I don't know. I mean, I haven't heard that. Doesn't mean that what Scott's saying is wrong. Guess what? How's he play on Sunday?
That's all that matters to me, my friend. It's all that matters.
Pretty damn good.
Damn right.
All right, coming up, 610-632-0975. More on the Eagles and an update from training camp. Also coming up, big event last night. Tyrese Maxey's foundation, but Bill Colarulo humiliated from last night. Wait till you hear this.
Oh.
He's mad that he's not on the air today to defend himself.
Oh, even
Bill
better.
Colarulo was humiliated last night. That's coming up next. Middays with Marks, 97.5.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Cam Jurgens leaves practice early. I'm Sean Rodman, and Jurgens went into the medical tent during practice today and then headed inside after some time in the tent. No word on what the injury is yet, but we'll keep you updated on anything new with Jurgens. Devontae Smith and Mekhi Lemon both were not practicing today as well with hamstring injuries. Good news is Lane Johnson was back at practice after missing some time due to personal reasons. And the Phils now have won 5 out of their last 6, but recently the Phils had a bullpen meeting. Here's Brad Lidge earlier today on Middays with Marks on the meeting addressed earlier this week.
I like the fact that that happened, and I think that kind of just reaffirms to everybody, hey, listen, we're a unit. Like, we're doing this together. Like, when I come out of the game, the next guy's got to pick me up and so on and so forth. And so when you have kind of a tight, cohesive unit like that, it can go a long way.
The Phils are back in action tonight. Wheeler gets a start for the Phils, and Jose Soriano for the Blue Jays. First pitch is at 6:40, and Chase Utley will be inducted into the Phillies Wall of Fame prior to tonight's game. And this update's been brought to you by New Jersey Department of Health. Public Health works behind the scenes, building a healthier future for everyone. One mission working for you. Learn more at nj.gov/health. I'm Sean Rodman on the home of the Sixers, Flyers, and Union, 97.5 The Fanatic and the Fanatic app.
Max, Sean Brace. No Ray today, or at least right now. Sean Rodman is in. Gutsy, Negative Nate. Ray's coming up at 2 o'clock. Is Ricky working today as well? It's not solo Ray, is it? All right.
It is Ricky. Ricky and Ray, and then Earnshaw on the board.
Right on. All right.
Ricky will be down at NBC Sports Philadelphia. Ray will be right in your seat.
Right. He'll be here. So Colarulo's off. But last night he was at the Tyrese Maxey had his foundation benefit. Last night at what is it? I think it was at V maybe. Down in the city back where my old condo was right down the street from there.
Did you get an invite?
I did.
Yeah, I did not.
Yeah, I thought because I thought you were going to get the invite, but because Connor went, I believe. Right?
Yeah, Connor was there.
Yeah.
Thigh meat hanging out.
Yep. But Bill was there, Bill and Ricky. So there's a picture out there floating around. They take a picture with Tyrese. So it's Ricky, Tyrese, and Colarulo. And Bill's not tall. He's taller than me, right? Maybe an inch taller than me or so.
Yeah.
All right, not as short as I am, and I'm listed at 5'10".
Okay.
So in the picture, did you see it? I sent it to you.
Yes.
So Bill looks a little short in the picture. Now Tyrese also is a professional basketball player.
Yes. That's the thing. Tyrese Maxey is an NBA basketball player. You're right about that.
But Bill does look short in the picture. I don't think, honestly, I probably wouldn't have even noticed. It's a bad angle picture, too.
Wow. Bill. Oh, man. Yeah, Ricky's a big boy, don't get me wrong, tall, but Bill's short. That's a great picture. Yeah, we need to
So believe me, look at the next one that Menard made.
yeah, that's perfect. You got to carry him around like Carlos in Hangover.
So Bill's getting made fun of because of his height. And if you look at it's also, by the way, happy birthday to Matt Cord, because he was there last night.
Matt Cord, happy birthday with Jalen Hurts. You got to love it. Hey, you know how? Hey, look, there it is.
That's 6'9" from St. Vincent St. Mary's, number 23, LeBron James.
Happy birthday, Matt.
Yeah, but if you look at Tony Perrone actually put this out there, one of our executives here. From last night, and Bill. Now look at this picture of Bill here. He don't look that much shorter than Ricky.
Who's it? Oh, so you got Matt Cord. Look at Andrew. Oh, okay, the boys are dressed up. Okay, yeah.
But Bill doesn't look any shorter than the rest of the guys there. That was a bad angled picture because Bill's not that much shorter than the rest of the guys.
Tony Perrone's on Instagram.
She is.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I got to give her a follow. Allow me to say this. Connor looks the best out of that group. I'm just saying. Connor looks the best out of that group. Professional look. I mean, Ricky's got a closet filled with blazers and the best suit coats
Connor
around.
looks the best.
Yeah, he does.
He absolutely does. I agree with you.
Mr. Thigh Meat holding it down for the show. I like it.
And so Ricky, and you can't see Bill's shoes, but Bill also has, I think he has Jordans on.
Yes, he does.
Because, you can't wear regular dress shoes. You have to wear sneakers.
I don't subscribe to it. It angers me, but.
So if you wear something like that, you're wearing dress shoes?
I have.
Or your cowboy boots?
I'd rather wear cowboy boots than Nikes. All right? Keep the Jordans for the sweat gear.
Ricky's wearing white sneakers with his suit. Because it's like ESPN. Once ESPN on SportsCenter, no one was going to wear. Now nobody's going to wear dress shoes anymore.
Yeah, but the issue is, those Jordans don't look good with suits. Stop it. You're kidding yourself.
You do and I would say Connor, and you do very well with the professional yet casual look. You don't have to wear a tie, but you'll wear a pocket square, and you're put together when you do it.
Thank you.
You have good style. Andrew,
let me get it. We gotta rank the boys here.
B.
Yeah, all right. At least
minus.
I like his shoes. So he's not wearing athletic shoes. They're not Adidas.
And by the way, I'm not telling you I'd be any better than Andrew. I'm just saying Andrew's okay.
Okay. Yeah, but I do like his shoes, all right?
Colarulo's in last place.
Is Bill in last place? He's wearing Jordans. He's short. Yeah, I think Bill's in last place. For crying out loud, Bill, how short are you?
All right, I got to put this out on my John Marks Media. I'm going to put it on Instagram, my story right now. So follow me. No, but Bill, he doesn't look any shorter in this. That's what I'm saying. We're not blessed with great height at the station. All right, Bill is probably a little bit less than average height. Ricky's not tall by any imagination. He's probably, if he's 6 foot, he's just at 6 foot. Right?
Yes.
Matt Cord's Matt's not short, but he's not particularly tall. Connor's probably above it. Like, what's right? Is Ray 5'10", 5'11", maybe 5'10"? Rodman's very short.
Yeah, I'm like 5'6".
Right.
Yeah.
I'm taller than you, but that's not saying a lot. And I'm not that much taller than you.
No.
Right? We're both short.
Yeah.
On the shorter side. You know, it hasn't stopped me in life, Sean.
No, not at all. Not at all.
So you rank Bill last in this?
Yeah, Bill's got to come in last. I put Connor 1, Ricky 2 because he'll kick my ass.
No, but Ricky has a nice suit on.
Yeah.
No jacket.
Well, he better.
Well, and also, like, he probably, that's probably a, $2,000 suit, $1,000 suit.
Better be.
Does TV.
According to Baseball Reference, Ricky is listed at 6'1".
He's not 6'1".
That's what it's listed.
Wait,
as.
I'm 6.
I'm 5'10".
Are you?
No, that's my
Okay.
listed
Yeah.
height. Well, Allen Iverson's 6 foot.
Who wants to be 5'11"? So I got to be 6.
Yeah, well, who wants to be 5'8"? Certainly not me. Rodman just said,
Yeah, I'm 5'6".
Does that mean you're 5'4", or do you not fudge your...
No, I'm like legitimately 5'6", maybe like a hair under it.
Oh, see, that's the hair, though.
Yeah.
All right, it's on my story right now. Colorulo, how would you describe Colorulo's getup?
Look, remember him. He's probably got a closet filled with awesome blazers, too, because
agreed.
he's a lawyer.
No, I know. And Bill's, I think Bill, yeah, you're a trial lawyer. You're a lawyer. You're going to have a lot of suits.
Oh, yeah.
He comes off to me as being a little bit too Catholic in this. Do you know what I mean when I say that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
A little conservative.
I just thought of Joe Pesci and when he
My Cousin Vinny?
Yeah, My Cousin Vinny when he rolls in with that. Mr. Gambini.
All right, it's posted. So if you feel like I should have tagged Bill in it. Anyway, I'm going to delete it and tag
Speaking of height and weight, real quick on this,
Yeah.
I get home yesterday. The wife had a conversation with a doctor about GLP-1s being covered by insurance for me.
For you?
Yeah.
But, so, all right. But if you want to do GLPs, it's great if insurance is going to cover it.
Yes.
But you can just get it.
Yeah, it's like $400, $500.
No.
A month.
Not the real stuff. No, not like the real stuff might be. Not the off-label stuff.
Bro, I don't want my heart to stop.
It's no different.
What do you mean? I want real stuff. I want the
It's real stuff. It's just not.
I don't want the generic. I don't want the
Yeah,
knockoff.
it's that.
Kirkland brand ain't going into my body.
What's wrong with Kirkland brand?
I love Kirkland brand.
Me too.
But that's stuff I wear. I'm not putting Kirkland brand in my body.
Like, there's a difference. So, like with mustard, you can do Bobo mustard. You can't do Bobo ketchup. You can do Bobo GLPs.
No, you can't.
You can. You can. It's the same thing as mustard.
Rodman, put it on the poll. Can you do Bobo GLP ones?
I'll guarantee you this text line. Don't even worry about the poll. Text line right now, 610-632-0975, or the phone line. There's a ton of people out there that are on the GLPs because it works.
Yes.
So people are off the I don't know how exactly to describe it. I've looked at it to where if you get the one that is, I guess it's FDA approved, but you can get it non-prescription.
All right.
As opposed to getting the FDA approved prescription one. So it's a little bit different.
Yeah, we talked about it. We took it the conversation has advanced. Let's just put it that way. Which is frustrating because if I was going to do it, I should have done it before summer. Like what was, But and go figure, we go down to the beach and your boy is,
So your wife, Kelly O, after you guys are at the beach.
Yeah, she made the phone call.
Made the phone call to a doctor herself for you.
I think that's how
Because she doesn't need the GLP.
Oh,
She's
no.
well put together.
Yeah, she eats right. She does very
Right.
well. Me, on the other hand, I struggle in that category.
A lot of us do.
Yeah, they said something about a BMI being 30, and technically I classify as obese. I do. I'm 6 foot 220, 220 on a bad day, and that's.
Are you 220?
I'm 220. Yeah, I'm a big boy. It's all right here in my belly, bro.
No, I mean you're not.
It is. That's the issue.
Well, you're a little thick.
Yeah, I'm thick. How's my Cal Raleigh? But yeah, so she made the call. I walk into that conversation yesterday. I don't know. We're still there. I think it's going to happen though, and I think it's going to happen for football season.
Okay.
Yeah, why not?
Any endorsement opportunities? I mean, at one point I had a social media agent who was getting me some stuff, and I just put like commercials out for social media. And one of the things he said, he's like GLPs, and I'm like, brah, like, yeah, I could probably lose 5 pounds because I just need to work out for a week.
Yeah, you're fine.
I can't justify taking GLPs. Diabetic and everything.
Yeah, I'm in. I'm going to do it. It's just, like you said, though, about the endorsement, because I know that did float around. If the sales reps are listening, you got any people to kick the tires?
Sean could definitely.
I'm in. And, I will say this, last thing on it, I do feel a little dirty from my doctor's perspective because I did approach him and he was like, Sean, you don't need to do that. Just start eating better. All right, challenging yourself. You work out. Your cholesterol is down. You're doing the right things. Like, you don't need to do that. So I feel kind of dirty in that category. But, dude, enough of the nut. Like, got to do it. Got to hop on.
Listen, there's going to be data centers in King of Prussia. Who the hell cares? We're all screwed anyway. I mean, geez, the hormones that are in food these days and everything else. I mean, yeah, who cares, really?
Give me fruits and vegetables from here on out.
Agreed. All right, so Rodman, we were talking Mount Rushmore earlier. Let's just update us on what's going on the Davis Honda text line with everything that we're talking about here. What do we got?
All right, we'll go back to start with the Mount Rushmore. Michael in Fort Washington saying his Mount Rushmore is Hurts, Sirianni, B-Doc, and Lane Johnson.
Hurts, Sirianni. All right, because you know what? Coaches should be considered. I don't want to put an owner on there. Hurts, what was it again?
Hurts, Brian Dawkins, Lane Johnson, and Sirianni.
Sirianni ain't making my
Yeah, I can't put Sirianni ahead of Kelsey.
Let's be real here.
No.
Come on. Who did Bill Carruthers send that in? Is that who that was? Even he couldn't put Sirianni.
Michael from Fort Washington is
all right,
the
Michael.
name.
All right, listen, I appreciate the sentiment just because it does at least have us evaluate Nick Sirianni for it.
What would Nick Sirianni have to do to get on John Mark's Mount Rushmore of all-time Eagles? Another Super Bowl?
3 total.
3 wins, not getting
3 Super Bowl wins. I mean, not even mine, but just in everybody else's. I don't know. Because even you look at this list. We talked about this list earlier in the week. They do a top 10, and then they have 5. Was this The Athletic or was this CBS Sports? I think it was CBS Sports. Nick Sirianni didn't make the top 15. He's been a head coach 5 years. He's made the playoffs every year. Is it 5 years he's been the head coach of the team? He's made the playoffs every year.
Every year.
And he's been to 2 Super Bowls, and they won 1. And I know he doesn't call offense. At some point, you have to give the guy, you have to acknowledge that the guy's a pretty damn good head coach.
Oh, yeah.
Even if he's annoying. And he's definitely annoying.
Yeah, he gets the job done. He's got everybody buying in. You know his strengths by now, and he's a player's coach. He really is. He communicates with the guys. He talks to them from the standpoint of hey, how's your family? What are you up to? He cares. There's definitely pluses. This isn't a dude that's just locked into the success that he's had by no means. It's just that some of the things that happen on Sunday have you scratching your head, and you're like, all right, but I'm not holding my breath anymore or fighting people over what he does and doesn't do when it comes to Sundays. He gets the job done, and I'll leave it at that. Doesn't have to call plays. He doesn't have to draw this up.
No, in fact, I don't want him calling plays.
What do you want?
Which is maybe doing exactly what he's doing right now. You're never going to have me believe that he's just there along for the ride. What he does very, very well.
Yes, he does.
Dudes play for him. And whatever he's doing, he was what did he say? Uses ChatGPT.
Oh, God.
To come up with different ideas to try to motivate the guys and different ideas. Because he gives the night before the speech, I think in road. Whenever he does it, it's on the road. He'll do it.
Oh, yeah.
The one he did before the Super Bowl was pretty epic.
Yeah, usually Saturday nights.
Saturday night he gives the night. So he very much is a coach when he does that. And it's some weeks he'll show videos of motivational stuff. He'll do Kobe Bryant stuff. He'll do Michael Jordan stuff. Right? After you're a coach for 5 years, you're now all right, what is it this week? What is the tone this week? What kind of a tone am I trying to set for the team this week? And whether or not he's a top 15 coach or what, and by the way, he ain't making the Mount Rushmore no matter what he does.
Even if he gets 2 more chips, you say no.
That means Jalen Hurts is getting 2 more probably.
Ooh.
And then Hurts can't come off.
The
Is Lane Johnson getting another one? He's not coming. Like, who comes off? Brian, like, all right, Brian Dawkins or Nick Sirianni?
Yeah, that's an easy
It's
one.
tough. That's tough. All right, what else do we have there, Rodman?
All right, a couple other names being thrown out into the Mount Rushmore. Someone says, "What about Howie?" We have an Andy Reid text as well. Should be in there, and the latest one was Vic Fangio as well. Deserves because of his job against the Chiefs.
Vic,
I'm down on the Phillies.
If there's a separate defensive coordinator,
Jim Johnson or Vic Fangio?
Vic.
Yeah, that's an easy one.
Well, I mean, and Jim was here longer, but
Yep. Vic is Vic's the man. He's the real deal.
Pretty much. Anything else there, Worm?
Yes, we did have one on the GLPs. One person checking in saying, "My son calls the GLPs vitamin O." Wasn't sure if that was supposed to be a joke or not.
I don't know. My buddy Kyle did check it. He listens all the time. Shout out, Kyle. Great dude. He said, GLP's work, bro. 3 months in, he's doing well. He's down 3-0, so he's doing really well. Shout out. That's nice. But then he said, you will need some Blue Chews, though.
Really?
Yes.
Takes your libido away?
Yeah.
Does it?
What are some of the
Actually, I'm looking for my libido to be taken away. If you looked at my Google search terms, that's definitely what can I do to take my libido away? Because taking peptides, which I'm not, is not the answer. In fact, that might like quadruple your libido.
Peptides, Blue Chews, GLPs. Oh, what are we getting into?
What could possibly go wrong with any of these things?
Yeah, no.
Mike in Clearwater's got something on the GLPs. Hi, Michael.
Yo, guys, you guys are cracking me up as usual.
What's up, buddy?
Sean.
Yes.
Sean.
Yes.
You're younger than me. I'm 56.
A little bit.
Do not do the GLP.
Right? That's what goes through my mind, Mike, right? I'm too young for the GLPs.
My cousin Louie, I know it sounds really Italian.
Let's talk about Louie.
My cousin Louie, this dude was about 280, lost the weight, and then I think he went over 300 after he stopped. So there's so many, like, I'm being real. I like to joke around with you guys, but I'm being real. Only thing you need to do is watch what you put in your mouth. And I know it's easier said than done. I'm telling you, me, myself, I had a lot of surgeries, and I blew up to, like, 280. And I ain't as tall as you. I'm only, like, maybe I'm fudging it. 5'8.5", maybe 5'9".
All right.
You know what I mean?
Maybe.
But I know everybody's got false height, right?
Yeah.
Like I consider myself with sneakers on. I'm like, well, how many people you meet without shoes on? I'm like 5'10".
Good call.
You know what I mean? Yo, all joking aside, I literally couldn't work out. I was laid up.
Yeah. It's not good for muscle building. I think it actually takes away from your muscle.
Well, it does. That if you look up all the facts on it, I did all that research. But the real thing, all you need to do, in the moment when you're going for that big boat that you talked about earlier of ice cream, maybe you could do without it. You know what I mean?
No, you're right about that, man. You're right about that, Mike.
And maybe cut out some of the beers.
Yep. You got me there too.
But it's easier said than done, bro. But I care about you guys, so I just wanted to check in, say hello. But I wouldn't do that only because I know some of the side effects that my cousin should be a Soprano fucking episode.
Whoa.
You're all right.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're good.
Slipped. There you go.
Cousin Louie gets him emotional.
So I was actually thinking about this with going the mornings. I was at my fattest, my grossest when I worked mornings before.
Oh, no.
See, I go through these weird routines where I'll be so good for 3 months, and then I'll erase all that in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
But I went through a period where it was right around, and it was right when my daughter was born. So I was doing baby weight. I would go to Wawa in the morning. I would get two, because they were $2 for $3, and they were in the basket by the register. 2 for $3 king size Reese's.
Oh yeah.
So I had 6 Reese's peanut butter cups and a 24-ounce Wawa coffee. For lunch, and because I'm starving now, I'd get 3 Big Macs.
Whoa.
1,650 calories.
Dude.
I was doing this around Christmas time. In 2016, I guess,
3 you can eat 3 Big Macs?
Oh, I can eat 3 Big Macs. I could eat 3 Big Macs right now.
That's crazy.
And that's not without that. I didn't dip it in ketchup. I dipped it in ketchup, so it was more calories.
It's got special sauce.
With the ketchup's very good. And then, and if you look at pictures from that time, I was a fat mess. I was disgusting. I look at the pictures and I'm like, oh my God, what am I I can't believe my wife was still married to me.
Yes.
It was that gross. And so now I'm like, all right, the routine, I have to make sure that I'm not. You forget what it's like getting up every day at 3 o'clock in the morning, and then by noon you just want to go to sleep. You want to eat and go to sleep.
Yeah, look, to Mike's point, it matters everything you put in your mouth, and
that's the tough part.
Yeah, that's the tough part. Last night, perfect example. You know what I had last night? Now Kelly made cutlets, so I had cutlets galore. So last night at 10 o'clock, I'm watching the NFL game. I go, I'll make a little Sammy. Little cutlet sandwich, little ranch on it.
Oh, man. Yeah, no, that's the best part of it.
Yeah, and now
I make cutlets on Wednesday.
Now I'm eating bread at 10 with a little ranch, only a spoonful, maybe 2. But that's 400 calories.
But you know what I do with the leftover cutlets? In a salad.
Yeah.
With the Olive Garden dressing.
Oh,
I buy the Olive Garden dressing at the store. Man.
Yeah. See?
Now you're talking.
Yeah, she had the cutlets on a salad for me with lemon slices. She's trying. I'm just the
lemon.
idiot.
What are you doing with lemon slices?
That's the dressing.
You got to be able to put dressing on it if you're having a salad.
But dressing is literally the worst thing.
But you just have to. You can't use ranch because that erases having a salad.
Yeah.
All right, you want a little bit of blue cheese, or but typically if you use an Italian dressing, it's not high caloric.
That's true.
You just got to look at it.
Yeah.
We'll break it down. Beats eating a burger. All right, 610-632-0975. 610-632-0975. We'll be back. Middays of Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic. Don't go anywhere. a good one. All right, we're back middays. Marks. Sean Brace is over there eating something. What are you eating?
A honey stinger.
What's that? Healthy?
A
little bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
It's a cookie.
Yeah.
So your problem is you don't eat much. Do you eat breakfast?
No.
So you don't eat breakfast. You'll eat a bar here. You never actually eat here. You'll eat a protein bar, which is good.
Yeah, it's still up there.
And you're so hungry when you go home, you probably overeat.
Probably eat a little bit. No, I hold up. Then I get dinner. My issue is the late night snacking. No, I love these little honey stingers things, man. These
good?
energy waffles. Trusted by 2,000 plus pro and college teams. These things I live by. They got a 2 for $3 at Wawa. So I scoop these up.
I know about those 2 for $3s.
140 calories.
That's not bad.
No, not bad. And it goes good with coffee. It's got honey in it. Honey is like
Very important, yes.
Yeah.
A bee was buzzing around and landed right on the bar. That's how you got it.
Doesn't honey stimulate you? Get
Is
you
it
going?
supposed to?
I think so.
My head's
What's the word I'm looking for? Aphrodisiac? Is that what it is?
Yes, natural aphrodisiac.
Like oysters?
Is that right?
I think so.
I didn't know that.
I asked my wife to go for the oysters last week, and she said, get a life.
Uh-huh. So how do we feel about the Phillies this weekend? We feel like, are they about to go on a run? Your team, your town, your Philadelphia Phillies?
All right, so they got the Blue Jays. Blue Jays have pretty much waved the white flag on the season. It's been a very disappointing season for the Blue Jays after what took place last year, taking the L.A. Dodgers to that great Game 7 in the World Series. So they've sold off a ton. Still got a couple good players. This is a 2 out of 3, if no ifs, ands, buts about it. Now, I say that. We got Wheeler tonight. Can you take me through tomorrow and Sunday for pitching-wise?
Luzardo is Sunday and Nola is Saturday?
Yes.
I believe. Because you have Shane Bieber pitching, I believe, on Sunday.
Yeah, the Nola Rays boy is up for debate. We'll see what happens there. Although he's been pitching well.
He's been good, man. Listen, I've been, you know me.
You've been a really big Aaron Nola backer.
I've been a Nola backer.
He's also going up against Max Scherzer, who's not having a good year either.
Well, he's 42.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or 41, yeah.
Okay.
Phil's going to win 2 or 3. Blue Jays are not the team the Phillies are. So I'm looking on ESPN.com. They've broken down the 30 teams, and this is fresh off the presses today, the 30 MLB teams where they stand after the trade deadline. So they break them down by tiers. So they have top-tier contenders, and then they have the second tier. So in the top-tier contenders, there are 7 teams that are considered top-tier contenders.
All right.
Do you believe, and where do you believe the Phillies are on that?
I do, but it's really like last year I was gung-ho. Last year I believed. I fought with people. I said, you guys got to understand that, yes, timely hitting will come, ebbs and flows, playoff baseball, relax, all of that. And we fell flat. So, I'm not trying to fall into that trap again here, but I can make the argument because of the starting pitching. I can make the argument because of Kyle Schwarber and Bryce Harper. So, yes, they are a contender in the top 7. They should be.
All right, number 1, Milwaukee Brewers.
Really?
How about that?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yep.
They ain't winning the World Series.
2 Dodgers. 3 Braves. So 3 NL teams so far.
I'd have the Cubs over the Braves.
4 Tampa Bay Rays. 5 Chicago Cubs. 6 New York Yankees. And number 7 Boston Red
I
Sox.
was going to say the Red Sox need to be on that list. There's no doubt in my mind they need to be on that
They've
list.
swept division leaders in 5 or 6 series in a row.
They just swept the Dodgers.
And the White Sox.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. What do they got? Another 7-game win streak after
8.
winning 8? After winning what? 13 or whatever?
They've won 32 of 36 or something like that.
Yeah, they're the story of Major League Baseball in 2026.
All right, second-tier contenders, Diamondbacks, 8. And so the second-tier contenders, and there's some analytic that's used for this, are playoff teams between 30 and 89% likely to make the playoffs. Philadelphia Phillies are listed as 9. In the playoffs, 65% is what their percentage is of making the playoffs. Just above the White Sox.
Yeah.
So clearly, and whether this is just an analytic-based thing or whatever, I mean, they're kind of right where I think they should be, which is playoff team. Sure, playoff team, but the only argument that we're making that the Phillies have any chance is they're starting pitching. That's it. It's not the strength of their lineup. It's not that, they have good enough starting pitching. They have a really good lineup. No, it's because of their top 3 starters. And it's just so hard in the playoffs to win like that.
Yeah, I need to see a little bit more, but I am buying into Luis Arraez changing a lot with this lineup. I just am. And I like I said, when it comes to I need to see more, they had a 4-game series against the Nationals. They took 3 of them. Correct me if I'm wrong, Arraez did not play in that first game. He played in the final 3. So they're 2-1 with him in the lineup. I just need to see how that plays out against better competition. You got the Blue Jays this weekend. You got the Cardinals in St. Louis and the Minnesota Twins. I could sit here and say that, I understand why they don't have them in that top 7, but go ahead and compare the 1 through 3 playoff rotation from the Cubs, the Brewers, the Braves versus the Phillies. I'll give the advantage to the Phils. I won't do that for the Dodgers. Maybe the Cubs. Like I said, I'm buying into the Cubs a lot more than everybody else is. They were aggressive at the trade deadline. They got an MVP candidate in Pete Crow Armstrong. They got a great home field advantage. I'm buying into the Cubs.
Okay.
But I think the Phillies are right there.
All right. Yeah. I mean, we'll see. Like earlier on, we had Brad Lidge on, and he had said mid-September is when you want to start seeing your lineup and everybody playing at their best baseball. Mid-September. We're over a month to that.
Yeah. Earth, Wind, and Fire coming our way.
Oh.
Do you remember? 63-51, and they're still in 3rd place, the Red Sox. Yankees are a game in front of them, and then the Rays are controlling all. The Rays have the best record in baseball?
Yep.
No, they don't.
Brewers?
Brewers have the best record in baseball.
Yep.
You know who has the 2nd best record in baseball? The Atlanta Braves. 2 teams have 70 wins right now.
So Atlanta went on that cold streak, and then they've kind of turned it around.
They're 8-2.
Some are saying it's since John Kincaid left Philadelphia that the Braves started kicking
I
back.
actually heard that.
Yep.
He got announced. Congratulations to John. I saw that on a timeline.
Yep.
Doing a little PM drive down there.
2 to 6.
Nice.
That's an old station.
Good for John.
All right. Give me a little angry Al on the Davis Honda text line there, if you have it. The Worm, Sean Rodman. What do we got?
Johnny Marks and the Amazing Brace.
Hi, Al.
GLPs make people look like cancer patients.
Oh, God.
Oh, that's short and sweet.
That's all he's got. Come on.
It might have been edited.
I actually know of somebody that has definitely on them, and they look great. And they haven't said anything to me, and I don't care.
But you know it.
But I know.
Because you know that person wasn't dropping that weight without being on them.
Yeah, and they look great. Now, there are people that get carried away, and they don't stop. So I'm with you. I see that too, Al. And then you just heard from Mike, who said, hey, look, you take it, you drop the pounds, and the next thing you put on double. So, E-Rock just texted me. It's like, bro, come on, man. There's plenty that we could be doing. He wants me to get in the damn octagon. I'm not trying to be.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah. I did jiu-jitsu one time. It was a Fanatic deal. It was the last time.
The deal of the week?
It might as well have been because I lasted a month. BJJ, it was up by the Drake. There's a BJJ place right above the Drake up in your neck of the woods.
All right.
Right? And the dude was awesome. They were great people. Opened the door, had a lot of fun, sweat, but yeah, man, that ain't you guys are crazy.
Well, I mean, in theory, I think everybody would agree if you eat right and you exercise, you're going to lose weight. The problem is eating right and exercising.
Well, I exercise.
Well, yeah, less for you with exercising. It's the food.
Yes. And the booze.
And the booze.
Yeah. Right. Man, I still got my gi. You want me to pull it in? I'll wear
I do.
It? All right.
Yes.
Still got it.
All right, on Monday.
Held on to it for Halloween.
Coming up next, some GLP texts, the YouTube chat recap, and a lot more. Middays with Marks, 97.5. 1 o'clock hour of the program brought to you by Morgenstern Hair Restorations. Great teams stick together. So does great hair. Morgenstern Hair Restoration Championship results. Visit Morgensternhair.com. Morgan with an E. Morgensternhair.com. 610-831-HAIR. Check them out. Fanatic Deal of the Week's amazing offer. Check it out. Go to 975thefanatic.com as you can check out amazing things and the Fanatic Pro Shop. Club Hertz, their T-shirts available. If you're looking to celebrate his birthday with Petrilli and Sean Brace, you can check out all the things we have, including the new Throw the Ball Up Jalen Brown shirt. Again, that's available at 975thefanatic.com. Small through 4X, starting at just $20. Ton of other great Fanatic T-shirts, hats, mugs, and more. Again, visit the Pro Shop at 975thefanatic.com. Hoo-ah. All right, well, happy birthday. We said it's Jalen Hurts' birthday. It's also former Eagle Chris T. Jones' his birthday. Chris T. Jones was a early to mid-'90s Eagles wide receiver out of the University of Miami. And he was pretty good, but he got hurt. So happy birthday to him. Also, Sean Brace, happy birthday to honorary Philly, Mike Trout. He'll never actually be a Philly.
3 total playoff games.
35 years old, Mike Trout.
In his illustrious career. It's laughable.
Have you turned on him?
Oh, I've been turned on Mike Trout. It's just laughable. And, you know, look, he's one of the greatest baseball players that I have ever laid eyes on. In his prime of his career, that dude was as good as anybody.
Mickey Mantle.
As good as anybody. But in the heart category, I'm sorry, dude, you take a big-time hit in my eyes.
All right, so I heard a Boston radio host say, because the Red Sox were talking about at the trade deadline, they wanted that a bat. And you know what happens, even if it's not real, fans and media start talking about Mike Trout. Mm-hmm. And then Michael Felger, who's up there at the Sports Hub, our sister station in Boston, he had said that Trout doesn't want to get moved, and he added a tidbit that I hadn't considered or talked about or heard talked about before, which was it was his wife that doesn't want to leave Southern California.
Got to blame her.
So, I mean, happy life, happy wife.
Yeah, sure.
If she says, no, I don't want to leave, then, you know, maybe you don't leave.
Understood. No, I get it. But, you know, I just, you got one opportunity to do this, number one in life, but as a player. And for him to have one season in 2014 is where he played 3 playoff games. And correct me if I'm wrong, I think they lost all 3.
They did.
Yeah, it just like, don't you want more, Mike? Don't you want more?
I would.
I know I would.
So what's the point of your career that you say, you know what, honey, I love if it is indeed, because the family stuff matters, right?
Absolutely.
That if there is concerns about, and by the way, I wouldn't want to move to Boston either. Nothing against the city. It doesn't, like, it's cold for a lot of April and May. I wouldn't be interested in playing in Boston if I had a choice between staying in Los Angeles or going to Boston, unless I got to a point in my career where I said, you know what, damn it, I want to win. Like, what is that point? At what point do you say, I'm going to waste my professional career here? Because I'll agree with you here. Doesn't seem like he has a lot of urgency in going somewhere to try to win.
You think? No, this is the book. This is him.
Aren't you there now? He's 35.
He's 35. He's made $356 million so far. California took a big old chunk of that, don't get me wrong. But I get it from the standpoint of, like, living is easy. You don't have to worry about anything. But, Mike, you are taking a huge hit to your legacy. Like, you've come off as really weak in my mind, and who cares? I'm just one man's opinion here, but come on. I can't be alone with this thought either.
No, I actually heard Rob Parker on Fox Sports Radio, the national radio. I saw an Instagram clip where he was killing him.
I don't want to kill him because I do think that there is something to being loyal, but, man, I think we've passed that.
Yeah, I mean, like, everybody has their reasons for doing it, and loyalty's one thing, but I would never be an athlete and be okay with just kind of. And the Angels, like, let's look at the Angels and their organization. Do they have a new owner? Do they have a new GM? Does it feel like they're turning that around anytime soon?
Hell no.
Yeah, no, hell no. Not even no. Hell no.
Yep.
So he's just going to do this for the rest of his career. And then maybe the last 2 years, he's going to say, listen, honey, I've done, if indeed it's his wife that doesn't want to go, he says, now it's time for me to do it. I don't know. I mean, it's tough. Like, for example, LeBron, the NBA season he'll be here at the end of September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. That's a good 9-10-month season. All right? That's a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Same thing with Major League Baseball. That's a long season. So it would be difficult to not be with your family the entire time. And I get it. Oh, you're making a lot of money. You make sacrifices. Yeah, or he can stay with the Angels and stay with his family.
And beautiful weather.
Not a worry in the world.
Nobody knows him to a point. Yeah, it's easy. Life is easy as Mike Trout, but you got to question a little bit of the heart, the want, because it's not happening there. You had Shohei Ohtani, and you couldn't even make the playoffs. Like, come on. Get out of there. You deserve better than that, but it's up to the player, and he doesn't want to move. That's obvious.
All right, let's get to the YouTube chat recap. What do we got, Worm?
It's time for the YouTube chat recap.
How about filling us in?
Let me tell you something else, man.
Watch us live on YouTube every single weekday.
I can't lie. Let me tell you something.
It's the Middays with Marks YouTube chat recap.
Giddy up.
John's dressed like he's about to give a 45-minute presentation on why light beer is superior to water. If Bayless from the
I
chat...
think last time I was selling timeshares when I wore this shirt.
It's always if with the take, too. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a Yacht Rock Friday.
Hell yeah.
I'm feeling good, feeling great. Summertime's the living's easy. What's next?
Marks looks like the sheets at my grandmom's house. Kevin from the chat.
With low thread count, too.
I do see that, yeah.
But do they look like a high thread count, soft sheet?
No, those are some like leftovers that are in the back of the
little musty
in the closet. Yeah, they're like you'll put on like after your kid wet the bed like for the third straight night
because it's 3 a.m. and you
Yeah.
just have to put something on there.
That's when those sheets will find the bed.
I agree. Yeah, no, it's a good look. I agree. What's next?
This is the first time anybody has ever done a radio show dressed as an M&M McFlurry. MBD from the chat.
I haven't had.
You'll have to help me with that.
I haven't had a McFlurry in a long time. It would surprise you. Haven't done fast food all that soon or recently. I can see it.
A McFlurry?
Yeah, sure.
I think it'll look pretty handsome, Sean. I don't know about you, Rodman.
What is on the shirt? I like the shirt, but I don't even know what's on it.
Flowers.
It's
red flowers, not roses, flowers.
It's not. I'm surprised that the flowers are getting the attention more so than the collar. The collar is.
It's a Colangelo collar.
Yeah, that's a. Need a new.
Need a new sling.
It's the porn collar. That's what it is.
So I have a matching shirt that is dark. It's dark blue with the same. I bought the suit, so you could do it. It's interchangeable. So you could go with this. You go with the darker one.
Would you have worn that to Maxie's foundation last night?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Honestly, it's one of the reasons I didn't want to go is because I don't know what I would have worn.
Yeah.
And I got to drive all the way into the city.
I'm not wearing jeans.
No, I'm not
Can't
wearing
wear jeans.
No, and the sick part of it is I have so many suits at home, and I just don't like any of them.
Oh, that sucks.
I buy a new suit for a wedding, and then I never wear it again because I'm like, I'm not stylish like you.
Nah,
unfortunately, I'm not.
Oh, Jim.
All right, what's next?
Rodman looks terrified, like he has to read his book report in front of the class for the news at noon. Money Mar from the chat.
But he was really good today.
Yeah, he was.
It was a good news at noon. You had some really good stuff.
He was definitely terrified when we started talking about blue chews. I don't know who's listening right now, guys.
Right. I know her dad listens very often.
Does he?
Yeah. I know her sister does occasionally when she's in the car.
Nice.
Okay.
So
it's a family.
Well, especially if you're on and he knows that you're working, it's like,
support.
Yeah, he knows that you're going to be doing the updates and you'll be contributing on the air.
Does he call you Worm?
No, I haven't gotten that.
It'd be awesome if he did.
Okay.
What's up, Worm?
Right. And being a girl dad, I won't bring up any more of the blue chew stuff with you, being that he's listening.
Appreciate it.
I will, though.
Yeah,
that's fine.
And I'm a girl dad, though.
What's next?
Last one.
John is 5'10", standing on 5 yellow pages. Dawood from the chat.
No, it's not true. I have a picture with Brent Selleck where you can bring that down. That's the YouTube chat recap where I did it as a joke where I was just as tall as him when I stood on a table, essentially. Brent Selleck's a big dude.
Yeah, but nobody wants to see that picture. They want to see the Fletcher Cox picture.
So to that point, I forgot to bring it up earlier. So that stupid camper they have at Eagles training camp that they would make me do shows from that I hated so much. I mean, it was cool when the athletes came in, but typically it'd be like, oh, well, practice is over after an hour, and then I sit in this stinky, disgusting camper for 2 hours and do a radio show.
Is it hot?
Yeah. It's hot. So
catered?
They come off the catered?
Yeah.
No. They come off the field, and, you know, I'm working with Ike, who's tall. Ike's a good 6'3", so he's tall.
He's a big boy.
And Fletcher Cox comes in. And Fletcher's just a big dude. Fletcher, I don't think likes media a whole lot.
Doesn't surprise me.
I don't think he really likes me a whole lot.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise him.
So he sits down. He was fine. He wasn't mean to me or anything like that. So we get off the air, and it's like, all right, let's send it to commercial break. We're back. And it's like, hey, let me get a picture. And it's inside of the camper. And they stick me between Fletcher, who's like 330 and really big, and Ike, who's tall and athletic. And I was so low confidence in this picture, dude. I was like crumbling. I'm not going to make fun of Jerry's kids. I look like a Jerry's kid, and then then they put it on social media, like not to be funny, but it's like, hey, here are the guys out at social media, and I saw it, and I'm like, we got to make a bit out of it now. I don't even need to look at the responses.
The comments were the best. That was.
Did you see them?
Yes, it was hysterical. I mean, there were plenty that were not, but I think, come on, man. I'll just leave it at that. They were great comments.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, they were.
No, we made a really good bit out of it, but I was so miserable taking the picture because I'm like, oh my God. It sucks being in a picture when you're short with athletes because athletes are typically tall.
Well, look at Bill yesterday.
Bill's not even that short. He's not tall, but he's not all that short. And a bad picture with a bad angle made him look shorter than he actually is.
He's with Ricky and Tyrese, 2 athletes, and you got Bill Colorillo.
And Bill, who's a meathead, but he's a former punter. Wasn't he a punter?
Who's not here to defend himself, so I love running my yard.
Perfect.
Yeah,
it's
it's
perfect.
great.
Coming up next, it ain't Bill Colorillo. How about Ray Dunn? How about that?
Hey, Ray.
He's coming up with Ricky. They'll take you through the rest of the day. Have a great weekend, Sean.
Right back at you.
All right, talk to you later, Sam.